Okay, Saints fans, if you're coming in, we're gonna have a delay. We're gonna have a delay. Once we get everybody in, we will be able to talk about this victory, man. This is unbelievable. A great day to start. To be honest with you, I mean, how many weeks we were able to talk about winning? um, what a week! What a week for college sports from the last previous week. LSU, Tulane, and then they had a bye week. And I was wondering if the Saints was going to able to duplicate there's no LSU, there's no Tulane. It's all about the Saints this week and Pelicans. The Pelicans are actually playing right now as we speak. Okay, so this is unbelievable. And just give us a couple of moments. We will be coming on in a few. We'll let this thing build up. This is going to be a great show.
Okay, I think we live already here, Everett.
Yes, we are live. We are live. We're doing it. I did that purposely. Okay, we're just trying to.
All right. With no doubt,
you can talk your shit.
I'm about to look.
You can talk your shit. We just haven't. When the countdown come, that's when we start. But you can talk, y'all. You and Nas can talk whatever the hell y'all want. We just,
man,
y'all free flow. Y'all say what y'all want to say, man. I'm just, I'm waiting on a host.
Flow, man. Look. I'm already telling you, like I've been talking, dog. Look, hey man, the guys, the defense showed up. You know what I'm saying? Andy Dalton was a game manager. The running game was there. I have no complaint. Now they had a few, if I want to be petty, as far as for play calling at the end of the first half. We could have really put our foot really on their necks if we would have went on ahead, and ran it with Taysom Hill on 4th and 1. But, hey, it is what it is. So, like I said again, I'm not going to do that. Winning is winning. 24-0. The defense did what the hell they had to do. So, I have no complaints. Oh boy. Uh-oh. What's beeping?
Could y'all believe the Carolina Panthers right now has tied the game? Philip Walker, PJ Walker has thrown a touchdown, and the Carolina Panthers are going to have it's a 3-way tie. If they make this field goal, it's going to be a 3-way tie in the NFC South. This was big for the Saints.
Well, so look, quiet as kept there, Everett. You can't depend on Atlanta to do something for the Saints. They'll lose the game on purpose just to make sure that the Saints ain't in front of them. Hey, bro, look, and quiet as kept, as much as I wanted Carolina to win, I really wanted Atlanta to win, but you knew Atlanta is not going to do nothing to help the Saints. So, while we waiting right now, it look like we coming on the second half with the Pels right now. Tie game, 52-52. So, I ain't even worried about football right now. The Saints won. Now it's on to the Pelicans. What you saying over there, Nas? You ain't saying shit.
Revenge for 2 years back. You Raiders fans? Hey, back from 2 years back when they had Darren Waller cook us. Hunt for 2 yards, the 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's payback. How that to you? We told you. We gonna come and get you. You come to our
Yeah,
house. Come to our
yeah.
house. What
Well,
do we do to you?
look,
Well, he missed the field goal.
Off.
He missed the goddamn field goal. He
good
missed the
job.
goddamn field goal. So now it's going in overtime. It's
Good
more
job.
bullshit. And you cheering
Yo,
for that?
hey, look at it like this here, Everett. If Carolina wins this game, they'll be 3-0 in the division.
I'm not worried about that. We got to
I am.
play Carolina again. Tampa got to play them again. They'll eventually lose these games, okay? PJ Walker and these guys going to eventually lose these games. I'm not concerned about that. They got to play teams too, okay?
Uh-huh. Well, I'm catching the pals while we messing around right now. You know, they just started. So if you hear me basically still in game mode while we still talking, you know, look, hey, you know, I'm watching the pals. So yeah, man, you look, but I'm gonna tell you like this here, Everett.
EJ, well, he good. I'm glad he saw that because he's having trouble getting on.
I'm trying to tell him, send it to the messenger. Send it to the messenger and let him click on it.
I did that, brother. I'm ahead.
That's all I had. Yeah, that's all I did.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pause.
Get up on him. God damn it. So yeah, man, you know, I'm watching the Pels as I'm doing the show.
That's telling me Yaku is gonna win the game for the Atlanta Falcons.
You mean Young Ho? Young Ho. You know, and I don't even know. Look, that ain't even spelled the same there, Everett. Yo, Young Way. You know, that ain't even spelled the same, man. But you know, he gonna blow it too. They'll fuck around and tie him, Everett. They'll fuck around and tie him, dog. Like I said again, man, nigga, ain't nobody trying to help the fucking Saints, man.
For those who are coming on, we are going. This is the current after show with the Batter Sports Show podcast. We're waiting on the host of the Batter Sports Show podcast. So just give us a couple of seconds. You guys make any opinions that you want. Okay, this is a Saints weekend
and Pelicans. You know, we are the baddest. But, bro, like I'm saying again, I mean, bro, look, you know, usually I have so much to say, dog. You know, who did this or who didn't do that. You know, I mean, and bro, you know, I have no complaints about the defense. Alante Taylor showed the hell up. Adebo sees the pressures on him. You know, Martin see the pressures on him. Peyton Turner didn't realize that he ain't no goddamn bust. But, you know, we talking one game. So, you know, let's not even, you know, put our eggs in the basket as far as for Peyton Turner. You know, sun shines on a dog ass. So, you know, Larry, what's happening?
Man, I slept through almost the whole game. I ain't wake up to the fourth quarter.
That's all right, man. Look, that's what we got DVR.
Well, as long as Jameis Winston ain't the quarterback, we know that you're going to sleep. Because if Jameis was starting, you wouldn't sleep through that. But because Andy was the quarterback, you're going to sleep through that. I'm just
I still would have been asleep, but like my sleep schedule been messed up since I had that surgery week before last.
Me too. Me too. Don't feel bad, dog.
Yeah,
I was
you know
up
what?
all night
Y'all
too.
too. Let me tell you something. Injury reserve on the Batter Sports Show, Batter Sports Talk podcast. These brothers right here, they had surgery, recent surgery, and I'm telling you, man, I'm glad that you guys are healthy and actually, you know, living it out. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen both of y'all, and Larry, brother. At your age, you shouldn't be having all these damn surgeries. And you, both of y'all, I commend both of y'all.
That's a back injury.
Right. Well,
that's
that's where I'm at.
That's a
Oh,
back
I already
injury.
know. I watch Hump go through it, and now I'm watching you go through it, and it's just amazing. You know what I'm saying? As a Saints fan, I hate to watch teams like waiting for a team to help us or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I hate this shit.
Look, just like I said when you muted me,
It's
dog,
a long season.
Carolina and Atlanta will fuck around and tie just so they don't help the Saints. They help themselves, but they'll tie.
Yeah, I don't think Carolina Kitty Cats are trying to tie, brother. I think they want to win because they started up the new head coach, Steve Wilkes, are not listen. This man is a black head coach, and he's not.
I remember him.
He was fired in Arizona for 1 year. 1 year. And this man is going to be a threat. They got the right head coach over there. And I'm telling you, Carolina is going to be a threat in this division. A lot of people may not agree with me, but that guy there is a damn good coach. We're going to see Carolina and the Saints for many years. I'm telling y'all. The Saints right now, that a 24-0 shutout. A 24-0. We called on the defense, huh, EJ? We said this in the pregame here in the Battle Sports Talk, that it's the defense that is going to, it's not the offense. The offense they're giving you enough points to win. And the Saints defense said, you know what? We're going to not let them score at all. When the last time I've seen the Saints shut down a team, period? Just shut them out with no perks. When the last time y'all see this?
The Buffalo game about 4 years ago.
It was the Buccaneers game, 9-0.
Yeah.
This is the
the Saints, 24 points with a guy that y'all was making fun of.
We done this before. We didn't shut out people before. It's just it's good to see it is finally happening now.
But I told you something about Alante Taylor, and you guys shitted on me for telling y'all that he was better. That he was better than Chauncey Gardner. This is when they do evaluations. When the NFL, listen, you're not going to pay and give all that money to CD Deuce when you believe another guy that you drafted on the team is better. Well, you know that this guy here not only played safety position, he played the corner position. And look who he was defending today. I want you guys to understand who he was defending today.
Devontae Adams.
Who was Chauncey defending today? And did you hear anything for Devontae Adams?
Didn't I tell y'all that? But I told y'all,
and Alante was locking them up. And it was both of them.
I told y'all Alante was going to be a star.
I told y'all that. It must be cold out there, huh? You ain't outside with your Modelo today, huh?
No, I'm watching the Pelicans game, man.
Yeah, same here.
I put them on at the same time.
What channel the Pelicans game on right now, y'all?
It'll be on. Right. So way up there, one of them.
The channel the Pelicans game is on. I'm trying to find it.
It's on Bally Sports. So it'll be, if you got direct, or look, it'll be way up one of them 600 channels.
So 33. I don't know who's on the table, guys.
So, but we rolling right now, dog. We up by 6, about to be up by 9. Oh, that nigga missed that shit. Get the fucking rebound. I'm sorry. Look, I forgot we live.
Gotta mute that mic.
Yeah, I am about to get that mic muted, dog.
Man, we break something, man. That was for 2 years. 2 years. I wanted that. I was so bad. I said, man.
Well,
let's check. Guess what? Guess what? Laughing now. You stinking. Or matter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, God,
Hey, Naj,
gonna be like,
your mic, man, your mic. We need to like.
yeah. Well, look, I'm gonna just comment on Nas. But I mean, and the first thing the Raiders fans gonna be like, oh man, well, we have our our tight end that that really did y'all last year, 2 years ago. But hey man, look, I ain't making no goddamn excuses, dog. Winning is winning. 1 point or 24. And I did say 24 points by the Saints, but I didn't think that the Raiders wasn't gonna show up at all.
Well, let me say this, y'all. Like, I know Dad had brought this up, and he said that when the last time the Saints shut out somebody. Look, we seen this movie before. This was just last year we shut out Tampa Bay. This year, it's really good to see because we've been waiting on this all season from the defense. This is how good, this is potentially how good your defense can be. And Marshawn Lattimore wasn't out there today. I was very proud of Alante Taylor and Adebo. Uncle Henry actually got mistaken this in the pregame show, and he said that Adebo was going to be out, but he wound up playing and everything. So I thank God Adebo played today. It shows how important Adebo is at that cornerback too, man. He's a really good, solid corner, man. And I know y'all looked at that Jamar game, against the Bengals when, things kind of didn't go his way, but he played well in that game, So, I mean, like I said, it was a coming out game for both Adebo and Alante. Alante, I've been seeing this out of Alante. I said this when we drafted him. I said, this is a guy that's going to replace C.J. Gardner Johnson. People didn't know that at the time. People just was in love with C.J. Johnson so much.
Yeah, it was the swagger, and when they pulled that cord, out, meaning Saints players during the week that we got to get our swag back. That made a difference because it made everybody get on notice.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, that's what you need going forward. You need your defense to go ahead and handle their business while the offense, it's already trouble enough offensively. Okay, we was missing a lot of pieces anyway from our receiving core and stuff like that. And then we got this quarterback tweening thing going on with Andy Dalton and Taysom Hill. So look, if the defense can continue to play like that, I mean, look, we can go on a run. This is a run right here. Now we got an extra day this week to go ahead because we play on Monday Night Football against the Ravens. So you get a great victory, a 24-0 shutout, and you go ahead and you get extra time to practice for a really good team that's coming into the dome, and you get to play home too. So this is great momentum. Great momentum. This was exactly what we needed going into the Ravens game, man. Like I said, proud of everybody. Everybody played very well. Pete Werner is a damn dog. I don't know if people don't know it, but Pete Werner is a damn dog. And y'all can stop talking about Kawhi Alexander because you know what? Pete Werner is a damn dog.
Yes, he is. He's a playmaker. And let me make this take. I'm going to make this take. And if you don't recognize me without my fur on my face, but it is what it is. But
well, you can take some of mine.
I decided to cut all my shit off because I was just like, it was all in my mouth and shit. But listen, look. Let me tell you, Saints fan. It was you who gave up. It was you who gave up.
Yeah,
most of you I can go to Twitter. I got receipts on how much you gave up. And I told you that this is a division that has not ran away from the Saints. I have spoke about this, and a guy on this panel, I can sit here and tell you multiple times, or I got the receipts on your ass, and I'm glad you're up here.
Come on with it, brother. Come on with it.
I didn't call your name, but when a dog holler when you ain't even kicking that motherfucker. A dog holler. They're holler when you ain't kicking. Because this is what I talk about the Bum Phillip era. When I talk about the Jim Mora era. That the old Saints fans start bringing back the old shit. Start talking about what you gave up, dude. You gave up.
Nobody gave up. I said the players need to fucking play, and that's what happened today. The defense got to stand up. That what happened today. It wasn't no different play calls. It wasn't coaching. The players played better.
Hold on. You didn't see adjustments in this game. Did you know? This is how I'm gonna shut you up, Mr. Shelby. Shelby, we're not gonna go back and forth. We're gonna take turns. We're gonna go back with game film. And we're gonna go with the analyst said. The analyst said that the Saints, statistically, this was the first time the Saints had blitzed. The Saints was not blitzing since game 3. The Saints blitzed today. They were able to get at the quarterback. Were you? If you're analyzing, you watching the game, you said players. Dude, you said it was all about the players.
It is about the players.
The coaches didn't make no adjustments in this football.
The D-line was working today.
This is a Saints win. This is a Saints win.
The Saints made adjustments in this game, Shelby. And when they did, Humphrey, what you heard the analyst say? They did not blitz. It was the Saints are the least blitzing team in the NFL.
Yeah, they did say that.
They were blitzing today.
Cam,
go ahead, Larry.
Cam, playing today. The D-line showed up today. They wasn't by no blitzing.
Go ahead, Larry.
It's a reason why we wasn't blitzing like that. The reason why, because we didn't have so many injuries in the secondary. You can't blitz like that without exposing your secondary.
Well, we still was injured in the secondary. We already got Lattimore. Hold up, brother.
That's all we had was Lattimore at one time. At one time, Lattimore was all we had.
We don't have Roby. We don't have Lattimore. To be honest,
we didn't have a Debo. We didn't have a Debo for a minute.
Yeah, we didn't have a Debo for a couple of
games. No, we didn't have a Debo. And listen,
we ain't had a Debo for like 4 or 5 games.
Report by Henry Winters, who told me a Debo wasn't going to play today. I'm going to get your ass, Henry, because you told me. we go back to the post game. To the pregame. You said that he was not playing.
That's Jumbo.
All I'm saying, y'all, is
hold up. Let me mute myself.
I know out of all the people in the Saints world is that Shelby, this brother Shelby, JC Shelby, is one of the #1 Saints fans. I ain't gonna never question this dude Saintshood. The brother is a Saints fucking almanac. He's an almanac. Do you know what almanac means? He's history with the Saints. But I'm going to call your ass out because you gave up, dude. You gave up.
Boy,
nobody gave up, man.
I'm 3 generations deep in gangsterdom.
Humphrey, this brother is older than us, bro. This brother here is Tulane Stadium. He's older than us. He knows about shit we don't know.
I was a baby then, man. Come on.
We babies in this shit.
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Look, Jason, look. I see why he getting on you right now, because you were fumbling the line the last couple lives we was on here. You was like, man, that's it for us.
Bro. Oh, y'all still happy with the season? Tell the truth.
We just had a lot of injuries, bro.
It's early. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Why would I be happy? I'm happy with 3-5. Hell no. But is it over?
Talk about that.
We didn't got the Jason. We didn't all of a sudden woken up Alvin Kamara some kind of way. We open up Alvin and Taysom. There's not a team in the league that can stop them two. Them two are different. They're different makers, man. It's not even about Jameis and Dalton. This is beyond Jameis and Dalton. The real factor is Taysom and Kamara, bro. Go ahead, Larry.
It don't matter. Everybody fussing about who the quarterback is. It don't matter who the quarterback is. Our two major problems, been coaching and injuries. That's been our two major problems: coaching and injuries.
But it's even
But
more than
could you
that.
admit that the coaching has adjusted, Larry? That they
hang
did
on.
something today that they haven't been doing? Could you admit that they actually, if we're going to go forward, could you admit that they've done some better shit in the last couple of games? They're looking better on our coaching part.
They look better today because they got called out.
Carolina
They
decided
got
goddamn
exposed
kicker.
early
You
on in
make
the
another
week.
field
But
goal.
hang on, guys. Look, I understand, Jason. Look, you made that point about are you happy about us being 3-5? Okay, nobody's happy about us being 3-5. We're just happy that we winning right now. You want us to go ahead and gloat after we just shut out a team that's a top 3 offensive, team right now in the league before coming into this game. Like we got to celebrate the victory, man. Like, look, I understand we're not where we're supposed to be right now. I understand we don't have a winning record right now, but we won. Okay, and with more wins and we keep stacking those wins, we can get back to where we was, man. We have to sit there and take these wins and doggone and say yes.
The Panthers missed another field goal, and now Atlanta is going to win this game. But let me tell you something.
I told you they gonna try.
It's actually good for the Saints because, like Humphrey said, this is because guess what? We own the tiebreaker against Atlanta, and actually, it's going to fall in our hands, y'all. It's about to fall in our hands because Atlanta they're struggling with a backup quarterback. The third string quarterback, actually.
Hang on, let's not go take jabs at the Panthers right now because first of all, the Panthers beat us, and the Panthers are playing hard football right now.
They shouldn't have beat us.
They're beating teams right now that they shouldn't beat. They're actually continuing with teams that they shouldn't be right now. So I'm gonna tell you right now, every 504, slow down because we still got to play the Panthers, okay? And right now we got the same record as them boys. Okay, so let's.
Do I mind them coming here to the house? The Saints and the Panthers, EJ.
Let's calm down.
Under Sean Payton last year, Sean Payton lost to the Panthers, EJ. And guess what? Guess what? On the road, Sean Payton lost to the Panthers on the road. And guess what? When the Panthers came to our house,
playing the Panthers like they scrubs right now. Stop playing the Panthers like they scrubs. Doggone, the Panthers are a feisty football team.
I'm not doing that.
You talking crazy, right? You talking like, oh, they just a sad ass team right now. They're not a sad ass team. They are fighting every week. They're gonna be a team in the future one day that's gonna give us hell. All right? Respect the damn Panthers.
Yeah, John.
Give them respect.
Yeah, I told you that's what that dude name is, dog.
They just lost Christian McCaffrey and everybody. Doggone, you would have thought their season would have been over with by now, but no, they fighting. Come on, now. They just beat the Buccaneers not too long ago. We lost to the Buccaneers.
Pels got a 10-point lead on the road.
That's all I'm saying. But anyway, more than that, guys. Like, look, if Atlanta win this game, who cares? Look, we gotta. At this point, it's not about us worrying about what everybody else is doing. We gotta control our own destiny, which is we gotta win every single game 1 week at a time. We can't keep worrying about what everybody else is doing. Yes, the rest of the division sucks. They're losing as well. But guess what? If we keep worrying about them, they're going to leave us in the dust. Somebody going to take us win this division. And I want it to be us by one game at a time. We got the Ravens up next. We need to be thinking about the Ravens.
Well, I mean, hey, bro.
Devontae, garbage. What happened, garbage?
That's y'all guy, man. Look, I like one of those other guys. Look, we done veered off to the Pelicans because we kind of catching the Pelicans too. But I like the little what was the guy name? Snowden. I like Snowden. And what are we gonna do with Kira? Kira is almost back.
They're gonna play him. He gonna get playing time.
All
Coming
right.
out the
All
bench.
right.
We'll have to see how that play out, though. How fast he get in the rotation, though, because he coming off of that injury. Alvarado, Devontae, and CJ
Yeah,
all running
Grand
point
Theft.
guard
Bro,
spots.
NBA a long season. You need a bench to win, bro. Period.
Yep.
So you never have enough players.
Okay, it's official.
Well,
The Falcons have won, which is cool
They
with
kick the
me.
field goal.
Yeah, we're not last in the division. The Falcons have won the game. They just made the field goal, which is cool. Okay, we did beat the Atlanta Falcons, which is cool. Now the Panthers are not undefeated in the division. Okay, that helped the Saints. The Saints are now jacked up. Either way it go, it would have been a three-way. Everybody would have been
but
tied.
No,
but
the
here
thing is, if the
here
Panthers
here's
would have
the
won,
go ahead.
the Panthers would have been undefeated in the division, and we would have been second. We would have been
Yeah,
second in
because
the
they beat
division.
us head to head.
They would have had the head to head over
And
everybody in that
and
division.
and here's your other thing, dog. Quiet as kept, dog. Nigga, we still ain't number 2 and 4 in the conference.
Yeah,
Even
that's the
though
thing.
we building on the division,
We got to win
but
in our conference.
My brother Humphreys, we're not caring about the conference, my brother. It's the division.
yeah, that you need to be
You
worried
want to
about
win
that.
your division.
You
The
have to
division
win. You have to win in your division and your conference. That matters
right
too.
now. The Saints are breeding upon the division. The Carolina Kitty Cats, the Buccaneers. Any chance that any of these teams have is the division, brother.
Yeah, we ain't counting on the wild card. We got to win a division.
You're not worrying about no damn wild card.
Well, we will be a wild card or a division winner, one of the
No,
two.
they got to be a
But we got to
division winner.
continue to
That's
win.
it. They're
Well,
not going to make
Right.
the wild
Not
card.
really, Shelby,
hang
because
on, because
Shelby, if you look at the division, the Rams division, all of them guys are like us. Okay, if you go look at everybody, they're not. Nobody's running away, but the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cowboys. It's really the Cowboys.
They show us.
It's really the East that's running away, but everybody else is not really
That's
doing it.
going to be a division winner and a
So
wild
you
card
can
right there.
possibly right. It could almost be two wild cards from out of the East.
Yeah, we can get if the South start winning, we can actually get 2 wild cards.
Man, Red Rifle went 22 of 30. He just went 22 of 21 29 yards, 2 TDs.
let me say
No
this too,
picks.
guys, because Alvin Kamara, man, I just talked about this in the pregame show, and I seem like all the Saints fans in the world wanted to go ahead and hey, let's go ahead and talk to Philadelphia about getting our first round pick back.
Not
After
at all.
watching what you've watched today, after watching what you've watched today from Alvin Kamara, are you still thinking the same way? I mean,
Can we stop bunching all Saints fans together?
No, but I mean, it's just
I
like
I never thought about trading Alvin Kamara.
But I mean, look, it's just like I said to y'all in the pregame, dog. This ain't the Madden. This is not the franchise. You can't go ahead and I'm gonna try to go get 2 first-round picks from fucking Alvin Kamara, who's already 27 and he's making $20 million, 12, 14 million dollars. This is not the Madden, dog. Team chemistry is just like I had said earlier, bruh. When he called the team out, and I hate to even say that he called the team out, but when he called the team out, like basically y'all not being accountable. If my head coach is not gonna say it, I'ma say it.
That was needed, bro. That's why he did it.
Him and Didi both said the same thing, bro.
He saw they were slipping, like he said.
But that's what
They were
lead is
jumping
about.
off.
That's what lead is about, Jason.
Huh?
Leaders do.
That's what you want out of our leaders.
Accountability, even if the
It's
coach
supposed to.
don't
He
say
said they were making penalties and jumping outside and turning the ball over in practice. If you're doing it in practice, you're gonna do it in the game.
Right.
So at that, I believe that's coaching right there, because he let that slide. The player had to fix on that. That's Dennis Allen problem right there. If he letting that slide in practice, That's all.
Is anybody going to talk about how Devontae Adams was locked up? I just want to say,
Yeah,
We just
yeah.
talked
Well,
about that. We just talked
Man,
about it.
Hold up. Hold
We
up.
talked about
Hold up.
Devontae and Adebo.
I got something. Hold up. I got something. Now, Jason, this directed at you. This directed at you, Jason. About three weeks ago, when I kept saying we had coaching issues, and you were saying, "Man, ain't the coaches, it's the players." But Alvin Kamara exposed what was going on. If you coaching like that in practice, it carries over to the game,
I
and that's
know.
what's
But
been going on. A
I thought
coaching
you
issue.
were talking about the game, not making adjustments in the game and all that. That's
No,
how I thought you were talking about that. But
when I
the
say
players
coaching,
weren't executing either, bro. It was both of them.
but that's the way they was executing in practice. You feel what I'm saying?
But we
Alvin
were talking
Kamara
about
exposed
Alvin
it,
Kamara's
but I've
exposure.
been saying it's a coaching issue.
facts.
You're
I've been
right.
saying it's a
You're
coaching
right.
issue.
He ain't lying neither. He ain't lying neither. Starts with coaching, then the players.
Yup. That's what
But
it
Are,
is.
you know,
are you
I mean,
are you
I
looking
know you
practice?
don't want to hurt these little prima donnas' feelings in a game, but you fuck up in the game, dog, and I'm gonna lose my motherfucking job fucking around with y'all.
Exactly. So what I'm gonna do before I lose my job? I'm gonna lose my mind and embarrass the piss out you.
There you go.
That's what I'm gonna do.
There
Before
you
you
go.
cost me my money, you're gonna be out of here before I do.
He looked
If
like
you
he's
ain't
not the
Yeah.
type
performing, you
to do
gotta
it.
go.
let's talk about
That
Andy
There go
Dalton.
DA.
EJ, the host. Let's talk about Andy Dalton.
Go ahead, EJ.
Because we're not going to be afraid to talk about this because we have some on the panel who love Jameis fame so much that they feel like another quarterback can't win for the Saints. So I want you to talk about this guy named Andy Dalton.
I
Andy
mean, bro,
Dalton.
that dude
Let me
ain't Joe Montana. But go ahead, EJ.
Yeah, let me say this, guys, about Andy Dalton.
Oh,
I said this in the pregame show, guys. And a lot of Saints fans was getting on Dennis Allen when he made the decision that Wednesday and said that Andy Dalton is my starter. Okay. A lot of people said, okay, let's fire Dennis Allen. I think it was a hell of a job by Dennis Allen by growing some balls and saying, you know what, I'm going to stick to my decision and stick to my own mind and say, you know what, I think Andy Dalton gives us the best chance to win football games right now. And guess what? It worked out today. Andy Dalton did what he had to do today. He got the ball to his playmakers. And his biggest playmaker today was Alvin Kamara. The smartest thing he could have done today was to Alvin Kamara and Chris Olave. They was going off today out there at receiver, man. I would kudos to Andy Dalton for playing a very smart football game. He listened to everything that Pete Carmichael was talking to him in that helmet of his, because Pete Carmichael, another person, called a very damn good game. He was able to go ahead and flip-flop both Andy Dalton. So Andy Dalton didn't have no damn pressure in the game. Taysom Hill was in there to go take the pressure off of Andy Dalton. And guess what? They did what they had to do. They lit up that damn Raiders defense. And guess what? We got a W. And let me say this about Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston is an ultimate team player. Regardless of how you feel about the way he plays football, that is an ultimate teammate. You got to be proud of that throughout all of it. He was smiling on the sidelines. He was helping Andy Dalton as much as he could. You know, he was being a great teammate in the moment, because you got to really think about it. Jameis Winston could be right now soaking in his sorrows, you know, really not trying to, you know, hear nothing from nobody, you know, being a ignorance in the locker room or anything. But Jameis Winston was there to help when needed. And I applaud that for Jameis Winston. Now, Jameis Winston, going forward, you just got to stay ready just in case anything happens, because right now it's Andy Dalton's starting job going forward. I don't see anything Andy Dalton can do to mess this up. Like I say, Andy Dalton really has to mess up quarterback play going forward for him to lose his job.
Right, and I think that all these guys in our group, they're butthurt because they were wrong. And sometimes you got to say, to admit that you were wrong. You thought that Andy Dalton was going to stink the shit up to the point where, oh, we're just going to let the savior Jameis back in, and then it's going to be like this. It's not about black or white. It's about production. And all I have told y'all from the
This
get-go,
man about race, man. He go.
no, because they made it that way. Even in the group, they made it about black and white. I'm a guy that don't give a shit about that. I believe in football. When it comes down to football, you have like over 80-something guys, 70-something guys on a football field. And when we talk about that, nobody talks about that. I see production. If I had Lamar Jackson, I'm a Lamar Jackson fan. If I had Patrick Mahomes, I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan. At the end of the day, we don't have one of them guys in our locker room. We don't have one of them guys in our locker room. So if you are a person that's that, then otherwise you're crazy. Okay? So until I see famous, if Andy, I told people that today, if Andy would play bad today, like in the first half, I think the Saints was going to pull Andy Dalton and allow Jameis to come in the game. But it never got to that. Because guess what Andy does well? Andy let other people be great. He's not talented. He's not a great quarterback. Andy gives it to the guys that needs to be great. You didn't, in the very first part of the season, you didn't see Alvin getting the ball out of the backfield the way he should. You see that under Andy Dalton. That some of the things the traits that Drew Brees had, you saw out of Andy Dalton. When Drew was losing his arm, Drew was finding the guys that Drew was throwing the ball to Alvin Kamara. Go look at the game tapes. But I just want some of you guys, he's 35, he's old and shit. Well, guess what? We won. You play to win the game. The Saints are now in it. Whether you don't like it or not, because of the man is the red rifle, and you don't like that shit, well, don't like that shit on your own shit. Go sit on your ass. Some of you guys are just miserable fucks. And I ain't got time for your damn hurt and your pain because you don't like a certain guy. If it was Taysom winning, I would be cheering for Taysom. If it's Jameis winning, I would be cheering for Jameis because I'm a Saints fan and I can give the four fucks about who your color of your skin is and all this unfairness. Soak in your damn shit. Sit on your ass and cry. Cry, baby, cry. Saints won today. Horrible. You're horrible. You're horrible.
Look,
it's all about black and gold.
I'm muted when I wanted to tell you that the fuck was you cheering for Trevor Siemian when he went 0-4.
I was cheering for Trevor Siemian because when he beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he gave us the best chance to win. At the end of the day, he was the quarterback that won that day. And at the end of the day, if it's a quarterback and he's in the black and gold, why would I root against him? Why would I root against any of these guys? Because they are on the listen. When y'all remember the Notre Dame quarterback, that guy that we just let go, and we had to
Ian
go run in Ian Book. When we had to go play poor Ian Book.
Man, I don't miss him.
No, but listen, I want you to understand this situation. And Ian Book had to get pulled off the streets and play a game where COVID-19 was happening.
That's bullshit, though. That's bullshit. That man had been on the team.
No, I don't hear that bullshit. I rooted for that guy because he's the quarterback of the Saints. If you guys root against him, something wrong with y'all.
So was Doug Nussmeier.
I didn't root out. I cheered for Doug Nussmeier. I remember the guy. Doug Nussmeier was drafted out of the University of Idaho. That young man didn't get many starts. Go look at his son. He wasn't a bad quarterback. It was bad coaching. It was bad coaching. Sometimes you guys go too far off your ass and you see bad moments. I watched Mike Buck. Mike Buck played when Mike Buck was playing. Mike Buck had a bigger arm. Mike Buck had a bigger arm than Jameis Winston. Sometimes you guys is over. It was called freaking Smith. It was him, and I can agree with the brother Larry talk about when it comes down to coaching. Sometimes it is. It is coaching. But we as fans, look, bro, all I ever did was high school ball. My son right here played college ball. I get sick and tired of dudes who act like because they scored 6 touchdowns at Pork High that they know better than anybody else. I get sick of that shit. I'm gonna mute the mic because y'all that shit there messes me.
Hey, look, I'm so excited, bro. Now, look, we didn't got this win, and I'm like I said, I'm
right. It's gonna be a good victory Monday.
Preston said, "Somebody get every Luther King."
I know. Look. He got that camera turned off. I know what's going on over there. He's celebrating.
You already
He's celebrating. I already know what's going on. He's celebrating.
You already know. But look,
he's celebrating.
Let me tell y'all this, man.
Yeah.
Look, because it's Victory Sunday over here, man. We need to lighten up a little bit, man.
Monday.
And we don't get many of these this season. We haven't gotten many of these this season. So look, we're gonna enjoy this right now. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, though. Think about it, guys. Now, from what you've seen today, offensively and defensively, you know we got some boys coming back Monday, and that extra day helps. The extra day being off Sunday really helps. I am looking for Michael Thomas. I am looking for Jarvis Landry. I am looking for Marshawn Lattimore. I am really looking for those guys to show up, man.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this here. You know, if we make a move, you know, I sure hope it's the right move.
We're not gonna make no move. We ain't making no move. We ain't making no move.
Tuesday's gonna be a weird day. I don't expect too many moves to be happening around the NFL. Period. Quite honestly, look. As far as we just talked about the Alvin Kamara thing, we can shut that out the door.
Look, I'm not even worried about our offensively, dog. But if we make a move on defense, dog, okay, man, you know, do we go get the Roquan, dog? Roquan.
Oh, you still waiting on Roquan?
Nah, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Listen, are y'all gonna even talk about Who's Your Mama? How Who's Your Mama played so damn good today? I think you called it out like several weeks ago about Who's Your Mama, On Your Mama. How this dude was in the backfield. He didn't get a lot of sacks, but the dude was in the backfield. The dude was a monster today.
Okay.
Number 93 was there.
I'm gonna be honest. It was more than On Your Mama though. It was Davenport was on his game today, and Cam was getting after it.
They got called out. They got called out. Kamara and DeMario exposed them. They called them out. Step up.
But look. Quiet as kept. They got Oyamata on the trade block.
He ain't going nowhere because we ain't got nobody better.
I know he ain't going nowhere.
Hold on. Humphrey, I'm going to explain this to you one more time. The Saints cannot trade the higher numbers because it's dead money, son. Listen, bro.
I understand that.
The Saints cannot afford.
All I'm saying.
We gotta be realistic. EJ told y'all. But EJ, how many times you said this, son? That economically we cannot move certain players because in the future we're gonna be hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that. You know, and I already know that we're gonna be $50 million over the cap next year. But I'm just telling you what I saw. That possibly Oyamata is on the trade block too.
I'll say this about the trade deadline going on. If you're gonna make a trade, the only way I make a trade is for somebody that's on the bubble on this roster. You look at guys like Deontay Hardy, Traquan Smith, people like that.
Traquan in the heartbeat.
Okay, and then think about this. If you're gonna trade those guys, think about what you're gonna get back. Okay. Look at a high draft pick, okay? Look at like second round, third round fourth round type picks. Okay, if you're gonna, that's the only way I would make those type of trades. If you don't get anything like that back, you can sit out the trade deadline. You good on that. You know, like I think we got everything we need over here. It's just the injuries. You know, we've been battling injuries all season.
I think we need more beef up front. Deep.
Mm-hmm.
So I like Payne from Washington.
If we're gonna add beef up front, we probably gonna sign somebody off the street because we can't afford to trade for nothing. We ain't got nothing to trade with.
Only motherfucker out there is motherfucking Ndamukong Suh.
Ndamukong Suh. That's the only one.
Ndamukong Suh. That's exactly what I was
Y'all
saying.
know that was the perfect thing that y'all said today. I mean, Ndamukong Suh would fit so good with the Saints. But first of all, who you gonna take the job? Because Anyamata,
Shy Tuttle.
Who's your mama better than Ndamukong Suh right now?
Shy Tuttle.
It would be Shy Tuttle. Could y'all imagine Anyamata and Ndamukong Suh together on that line?
They're gonna crash the pocket every time. They're gonna crash the pocket.
The thing about Suh though is like this: is he still ready to play? Does he still want to
it's
play
gonna
right
take
now?
him a month. It's gonna take him a month. It'll be December before he actually gets in shape.
But you know what?
No, we had Nick Fairley. Y'all remember when Nick Fairley? That happened with Nick Fairley.
Nick Fairley got hurt as soon as he got here, though.
Yeah, Nick Fairley had injuries.
He played good. He showed up, but then he got hurt. Once he got hurt, it was downhill from there.
Yeah.
Now, as far as Ndamukong Suh, I'm gonna be honest. I think he just bullshitting. He don't want to play. If he wants to play,
that's exactly how I
roster. He don't want to play.
Well, we ain't got $8 million to give to him.
It ain't about the $8 million. His ass just don't want to play.
Yeah,
he done made his money. He done got a championship. The only thing he doing right now is accumulating years towards his retirement. He retired, just ain't officially retired yet.
Right. I agree on that one, Larry. Like and that's why when you bring up the Ndamukong Suh, it's like, why is he ain't even on a team right now? You know,
nobody team.
Like nobody team. Like nobody ain't interested in him.
He want
like,
$8 million.
Shoot, somebody would pick him up. I'm telling you, you know, like, and I think it's stopping the Saints from doing it so quick is because of that. We don't have the money like that to do that, but other teams do, you know. And if they needed it, they would get him. You know, I just think it's more than Ndamukong Suh though.
But he also wants to go to.
Ndamukong Suh want to play for winning team.
Hey, about to be a double victory Sunday.
Suh want to be a winning team. He want a winning team.
Not a winning team, a contender. Somebody that he know like got a real shot at being in the big dance.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he ain't gonna just sign to anybody.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I really saw P. Carmichael, and y'all really gotta give that man some respect. The dude
20-point lead, 4 minutes left in the game.
He's been
right.
He's been very creative.
About to be 22.
So,
I know you guys
we
don't
got
like
a damn good basketball team, man.
I know you guys don't like what I'm about to say.
Hey man, we've been saying that. We've been saying that.
They're proving it right now, though.
No, man, this is the Baddest Sports Show podcast. When they were bad, we've been talking about this.
Them
No, I'm talking about now.
No, we're talking about the last couple of weeks. I know you guys don't follow us, but
I've been catching it lately. I saw it.
Basketball going on, y'all go silent. Me and EJ been doing that, EJ.
Yeah, I know. Hang on. Why y'all on this panel? Look, I know y'all show up for the Saints. When we have a Pelicans pregame, y'all better show up in that damn chat. Because you know what? This damn basketball team got a chance to go far this year. I don't know. I know y'all see it right now. We don't even got Brandon Ingram back yet.
Yeah.
When we start doing those, I need y'all in the chat so we can start supporting them boys too, man. I'm telling y'all, them boys are different this year, for real. They about to do something. But more than anything, actually,
stay healthy.
What's the score? What's the score over there?
Look, I'm on the Pels right now, bro. Yeah, the Pels actually kicking ass right now, bro. You know, and we ain't even at full power.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the media said the Clippers got the deepest team in the league, and we spanking their ass right now.
Oh yeah,
Short-handed, on the road.
yeah. That was like when we beat the Mavericks, and they thought we was gonna lose that game, and we showed them we got a deep roster. We got players.
Now y'all know they play the Lakers too. The Lakers gearing up for that game.
Ooh.
That's a big one.
The Lakers gearing up for that game.
That's a big one. Hey, look, the Lakers already 0-5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're gonna be
They gonna come out
0-6.
smoking.
And the Davis gonna be in street clothes.
Yeah, that's a good question. Is Anthony Davis gonna be in street clothes?
He gonna make himself play that game.
Is that game home or is that out there in LA?
It's out
It
there
is
in
in LA.
That's in LA.
H in his street clothes, high five, top hats. He don't want to play us because he does. We're gonna shut this this big drama queen behind up.
Let me ask y'all this question. Let me ask y'all this for the NFL real quick. Do y'all think the Philadelphia Eagles are for real this year?
I mean,
No. They suspect. It's a bad NFC. They're gonna get knocked out by an 8 seed this year. They're gonna get back. Listen, what I'm telling y'all. An 8 seed is going to beat Philly. Philly quarterback is very suspect. And I hate that. Look, y'all gonna probably jump on me for saying this, but I'm telling y'all, Philly quarterback ain't what y'all think.
Exactly.
If you make this dude stop from running and you make him pass, y'all gonna see the flaws, dog.
Exactly. The Eagles just high and overhyped.
They're hot right now. They're not a championship team.
Well, I think more than anything, look at their schedule. Look at their schedule though. Like, who have they? I mean, you haven't seen a team that they really.
They've only been playing average teams.
I know, bro, but we done lost to sorry teams already, so you can't go by that.
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, too, I want to see somebody.
But you see what I'm talking about? Here we go, Shep. We're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles. We ain't talking about the Saints. And they are an undefeated
I'm just
team.
saying, you can't come to people out there doing what they're supposed to do.
My brother, we have not beat. We're not an undefeated team. So we're talking about a team like that who has played weak opponents. The Saints have
beating weak opponents.
I'm not talking about us. We're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles, bro. The topic is about the Philadelphia Eagles.
Gotcha.
If we get knocked out and the Philadelphia, I still don't believe Philly is going to win the Super Bowl. They don't have a quarterback to win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
If you put
Larry, let me get your thoughts on that. How you feel about the Eagles?
Right now, they got the hot hand. They got the hot hand. They winning like they really ain't showing no weakness nowhere. They got the hot hand. They stack basically. Not far as the quarterback, Jalen Hurts. A lot of people doing him basically what they do, Jameis and a lot of other quarterbacks, black quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
They try to find flaws instead of looking at what they're doing good and where they winning at. Same thing they're doing with Lamar Jackson.
Right.
Oh, hell
Lamar
no.
winning.
Oh, hell
Lamar
no.
good quarterback.
Oh, hell no.
But they still.
Here you go, bro. Here you go. Here you go.
Tell them the truth. I'm telling the truth.
Petey, you remember Roddy Petey? You remember Roddy Petey? Hold up now. I'm about to because I'm getting sick of this shit now. You remember Andrew Ware? You remember Andrew Ware, Petey?
Hey, wouldn't have been shit without Barry Sanders.
No, hold up. I get sick and tired of these guys. This is what they do. Oh, wow.
Wait a minute.
I
Time
was
out.
a big
You-
Doug Williams.
You ain't got to
Listen,
run that
I
on
was
me.
a
You ain't about to run that
big
game on me 'cause for the simple fact
I was a big
that
Doug Williams fan. I was a big Warren Moon fan. I
not
know
respecting
quarterbacks.
Lamar
Randall
Jackson.
Cunningham
Different
fan.
quarterback.
You're not giving Lamar Jackson his respect, bro. Lamar Jackson, one of the best quarterbacks in this
Lamar
league.
Jackson
They
is
still
not one of the
giving that
fucking
man
best
respect, bro.
quarterbacks. He's the best running quarterback. You take his legs away. Go look at his statistics. The statistics as a passer. The dude is not a great passing quarterback.
Look at his record. Look
Take
at
his
his
legs
record.
away, like RG3. We all thought RG3 was a great quarterback. Soon as that dude legs weight was gone, bruh. Cam Newton. Y'all did the same shit with Cam Newton. Cam Newton was a great quarterback until his legs went the fuck away.
But they still not giving Lamar his respect. Look at his record compared to the other top quarterbacks in the league.
Because he had a good team around him. Because he had a good team around him.
The point is, he went.
So you're going to ignore the team around him.
544. Is it really the team, or because think about it, Lamar Jackson, if he goes down, the Ravens.
No, it's his legs, EJ. If he goes back down, that black quarterback behind him is better than Lamar Jackson. But y'all don't even want to see that.
Ooh, Tyler Huntley.
Y'all don't even want to see that. Y'all don't want to see that because that young man, I want him. That's who I want on the Saints.
Tyler Huntley.
That dude there is a better. I watched him at Eastern Carolina. The young man has a better arm, a better pass. He's a better quarterback.
Better quarterback.
Okay.
Lamar
I'm
got
not talking about a running back.
Lamar got the X factor though.
Wow. That's a bold statement.
Lamar
Got
break
a
your
quarterback
whole
right behind him that when they lost, they never missed a beat.
I'll say this: Tyler Huntley, when he started for the Ravens, he hasn't played a full season with the Ravens. You know that, right?
No.
We only got glimpses.
We only had.
And he's better. He's better than Lamar because Lamar is a guy. If you shut down his run game, he cannot pass the ball. Sorry.
Whatever he's doing, he over there winning.
He's winning football games. I applaud him for that.
He winning.
I applaud him for that.
They should have paid that man. They should have paid that man.
And they're making an issue about paying him. But see, when he goes,
you guys are caught in the moment. Somebody who's an athlete.
Let me ask you this:
it's no different than him.
If Lamar Jackson hits free agency this offseason and he visits the New Orleans Saints, you wouldn't be interested in trying to go ahead and sign him?
Hell yeah, because right now he got the legs. He's better than any quarterback we got right now. I would be foolish not to want him.
You put Lamar Jackson in our offense with our receivers, you're gonna really see his passing game take off.
And our receivers' numbers are going to go down because he looks for the run rather than the pass. You guys are so delusional. Dude, I'm not going to go with you with this black and white bullshit. The bottom line is that guy don't look for the pass. Warren Moon was a guy who looked for the pass.
One at a time, Larry, go ahead.
Say, bro, he's sitting up there with this black and white thing, but it's a real thing, though. Look at, matter of fact, they've been waiting on Russell Wilson to slip up just a little bit, just so they can drag this man. You feel what I'm saying?
I agree.
Well, Russell Wilson not playing well. Let's just be honest.
The coaching in Denver ain't worth the damn.
No, stop it. He chose to go to Denver with no weapons. He should have came to New Orleans. That's his damn fault.
I agree on that, but it is coaching over there in Denver.
The coaching in Denver ain't shit.
That's where
every time a person of color don't make it, it's the coach. every time a black man don't make
it, it's the coach. What has Nathaniel Hackett proven in the NFL as a high-powered coach? What has Nathaniel Hackett proved?
Nathaniel Hackett is a rookie head coach. What do y'all expect?
So hey, God, you said every time a black quarterback gets coaching problems, are we telling you that the Broncos don't have good coaching over there, and you acting like it's not the problem over there?
Once again, stop the damn crying. You know what? You know what? Them days, you know what? Them days,
He act
them
like
days,
that's
son.
not a real
Them
issue,
days,
bro. He
you
really
gonna
act
keep
like
black
that's not a
people.
real
You gonna
issue.
keep black people for behind for years. You know why? Because y'all, them Harriet Tubman type of shit, crossing the bus and all that shit. Them days over. Stop telling me. Give me production. I
Them
ain't got
days
time
ain't
for
over,
we
bro.
to
Them days
overcome
still here,
and all
just in
that.
a different
We've been
format.
overcome. Doug Williams showed y'all the formula to win Super Bowls. Doug Williams passed the ball and won the full Super. He won that Super Bowl championship throwing full touchdowns,
I'm gonna tell you.
and he
I'm gonna
didn't
tell
make an
you.
excuse.
I'm gonna
Brandon
tell you.
Cunningham. No, let's go with
Tell you the
Warren
truth.
Moon. Warren Moon was
No,
one of the
no.
greatest
Stay
quarterbacks
on
to
Doug
ever
Williams.
play the
Stay
game.
on Doug
Shattered
Williams.
records.
Stay on
He
Doug
passed
Williams.
the game.
Stay on Doug Williams. Let's stay on Doug Williams. The only thing Doug Williams ever did in his damn career was lucked up and won that damn Super Bowl. After that, we never saw that same level of play again out of Doug Williams. That was it. That
Hold up.
the
Doug
sunshine
Williams played
on
in
the
the
dog
era
ass
when
that day.
Doug
Doug
played in
Williams
the
didn't come
era.
up his job after
Doug
that.
played in the
We
era.
think
That's how I
Doug
know you
Williams
know.
should have won
He
that
played
Super
in
Bowl.
the era with Lawrence Taylor, Bruce Smith. Some of these guys
Man,
can never hold
that
up.
boy
Your
was in
Lamar
Tampa
Jackson
Bay.
would have been.
He ain't
Your
did shit.
Lamar
He was
Jackson
back up
would
in
have had an
Washington. He
ACL
ain't
tear
did
within
shit. One
seconds.
up and won
He
the
would have had an ACL tear within seconds, dealing with the
matter of fact.
defenses. Bruce Smith,
Doug,
them dudes,
Doug,
your little
Doug
bitches
Williams
that
and
y'all
Jeff
got
Hostetler in the same
running around
goddamn
all
group.
day long would not be great.
Doug Williams, Joe Flacco, and Jeff Hostetler in the same goddamn group. They got lucky. Trent Dilfer
Really,
type
Humphrey?
motherfucker.
Humphrey,
They got lucky.
are you gonna sit
Hey,
there and
bro.
talk
Am
about
I
Doug like
lying?
that?
Hey, bro.
What
I'm
has
just
Doug
letting
Williams
you
done
talk.
other than been the first black quarterback to win the Super Bowl? After that, he ain't did shit. Tell the truth,
Hey,
shame the devil.
let
Tell the truth, shame the
me
devil.
give you. Hold up. Let me give you the real on Doug Williams.
Whoa.
Okay. Now,
Whoa.
Doug Williams was coached by Joe Gibbs in Tampa Bay back in 78, 79. Joe Gibbs was the one that told them white folks to draft Doug Williams. So when you get back to Washington, you running the same plays that you had been running. And the difference is that Doug Williams had leadership that they didn't want to go with Jay Schrader. They wanted to go with Doug Williams because he already knew what it took to win. Hey, I have to disagree with the Doug Williams. Now, Joe Flacco, you had great defense. You still had Ray Lewis. That's like having Jonathan Vilma. You know what I'm saying? So and wait, what was the third one you said though? Because that one blew my mind. The third one was
Jeff Hostetler. Jeff Hostetler, number 15 for the New York Giants.
Okay, I know Jeff Hostetler, but speak no more when you got Lawrence Taylor, Leonard Marshall, Carl Banks, Pepper Johnson, Everson Walls playing cornerback,
Morris at running back.
No, that would be Otis
Dave Meggett.
Anderson.
Dave Meggett and Otis Anderson.
Right. So, Mark Ingram and look, Daddy Mark Ingram, that is.
And Chris Calloway.
So I mean, and again, and Bavaro, you have to
Doug
realize,
came out the swag, Humphrey. Doug had Grambling winning. Doug has always been a winner. Actually, in Tampa Bay, he took Tampa Bay to the playoffs. Did you know that?
Correct.
Why you sitting here shitting on Doug Williams? Well,
I know that, but outside of that, he ain't did shit.
No, outside of what? You take the Buccaneers, the Yuccaneers to the playoffs. Do you not? They were worse than the Saints.
But
how can you sit there and say that, man?
The bottom line is, Don't sit up here and try to
You
discount certain black
going
quarterbacks.
based on legs. These guys, you going because
you know what?
evidently you was just an athlete. Evidently you was an athletic guy, and you want these athletes to win. You must have scored 70 touchdowns on the ground and no damn touchdown passes. That's why you like a nigga like that. Let's go up your Buccaneers stat.
I was Michael Vick before Michael Vick, but
All
the
right,
thing
but
was,
that ain't shit. That to me, that ain't no
that
quarterback. That ain't no quarterback to me. That ain't no quarterback to me. That's an athlete. You Taysom Hill, dog. Dog, you Taysom Hill. You Taysom Hill. You Taysom Hill. Michael Vick and all these. Michael Vick was not even a quarterback to me.
Almost 70-yard throwing range plus a 4.34 in the 40.
It don't matter if you almost throwing 70 yards. If you ain't complete, bitches.
I'm gonna use every talent I got.
I got a question for you. Now look, I've been putting the pieces together, and I've been seeing that you don't be liking these running black quarterbacks, man. And you used to tell these tales back in high school, you know, that you was the pocket passer and you had somebody behind you.
I never liked
that. Could your animosity against these black running quarterbacks, could it be because you had these guys, you know, behind you running, you know, being the athletes, you know, at quarterback, you know?
Well, it would be crazy if I sat up here on the panel and I was talking about I was an athlete too, huh, Humphrey? Humphrey, you know me.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
But at some part, when I used to see Humphrey play, because this quarterback to quarterback, when I saw Humphrey play, I saw a guy who could throw the ball. And he saw a guy who could throw the ball. You run if needed. You run if needed, right, Humps?
That's called scrambling.
It's called scrambling. You guys run first and don't think. See, this is what's going on now. You run first and you don't think last. Okay?
That wasn't my style.
And you name me one running quarterback that was strictly won Super Bowls.
That wasn't my style, though. That wasn't my style. Well, I could run. I could take off with the ball if I needed to, but I was a passer. When I started on junior high, when passing the ball in high school, like putting up big yards, I put up 1,400 yards and 18 touchdowns in 7 games.
I hear you, bro.
With 632 yards
that
rushing.
Shit don't last in NFL type of shit, bro. That's college and that's college and that's high school. That shit don't fucking work in the NFL, dude. None of that shit y'all talking about.
Say, bro, in 7 games on playing junior high ball at Landry. This is before I got to senior high. When I was the start of my last year on junior high. 1,400 yards, 18 touchdowns, 632 on the ground.
Y'all remember Steve McNair? One thing about Steve McNair. Steve McNair was a guy.
That's exactly who I played like, to tell you the truth.
Steve McNair was a big guy, right? No, you wasn't big as him.
No, I was smart.
Steve McNair was a guy.
Before his passing prowess, yeah.
Steve could run the ball, and he passed. I mean, he run the ball when needed, but he passed first. He broke records at Alcorn State. He broke records. How he got noticed was through his passing game, not through his running game, my brother. Every running quarterback that you ever seen, my brother, they don't fucking make it. Colin Kaepernick was running his ass to a Super Bowl. He ran his ass to a Super Bowl. When the big game came, he couldn't win the game, brother. Legs. You can only go so far with your goddamn legs, brother. You got to start using this.
I'm about to tell you something funny. They're gonna make it like it's gonna make you go, Now the dude who I played back up behind at Landry, Moses Lemon, he went to Alcorn State and replaced Steve McNair.
I remember him.
Big, powerful arm. He replaced Steve McNair at Alcorn, Moses Lemon.
Where is that? I ain't never heard of him. Where the hell is Lemon at? Where that fucking lemon ass nigga at?
He was injury prone. He was injury prone, but he extremely talented. It's just soft. He went up to the Alcorn and broke his leg.
I got some score updates for y'all.
But in high school, to tell you the truth, this dude got the strongest arm I ever saw.
My brother, I watch. Well, you know what? I kind of like because you didn't come up with me. I was
I did.
probably no.
I did.
Listen.
I was supposed to come to Abe to play quarterback.
But listen, you talk about Mr. Lemon, but Mr. Everett right here. But I want you to understand this. I'm probably the strongest quarterback that anybody ever saw. No, listen, and I'm not here to brag about myself. Let's just go. Let's talk about Everett Gagne and his arm.
God.
Let's just go ahead and do this. Let's go do it. I'm the only guy in the Superdome to throw 100 yards in a ball. I threw a 100-yard football. I'm just saying.
I never heard of that. I never heard of that.
Hey, I threw the ball 100 yards in the dome. And people still to this day, I was there with Mr.
I gotta see that.
No, you ain't gotta see it because you'll never see it because I'm old as fuck. But listen, let's go.
I'm old.
Go ask,
I can still play it.
Go ask the group members. No, listen. Go ask the group members who played with me, and go ask the people who played against me, and go ask them, have they ever seen a guy who sat in the end zone and threw another end zone? And that was me. Skinny as hell.
You did that Pan Am. I was throwing down the 80 yards through the air, Pan Am.
Louisiana Superdome before it was called all these other names. Okay? So, arm don't mean shit. You can be the biggest arm motherfucker all you want. But you play with the poorest school. I didn't play with, listen, grades wise, I was fucked up. I never had good grades. That's why I pushed my children to be better than me. That's why I push my children to be better than me. But when you go to the Bad Sports Talk and go ask questions, just go put it in the chat. Have y'all ever seen Everett Gagne throw 100 yards and watch what you see? That ain't got to be me. Don't ask the people in the chat. So I ain't got to brag on me. Just go put it in the chat and see, have you ever seen a dude throw a ball 100 yards? It's me right here.
I got video on my phone of Moses Lemon throwing like a 60-yard touchdown.
I ain't worried about Moses Lemon. I can throw 80 yards within that. Look. Moses Lemon ain't shit.
But the thing I'm telling you, the boy had it. The boy had it.
All I'm asking y'all is,
Alcorn
just because a brother don't make it, sometimes it has to do with school. Humphrey, sometimes it has to do with school.
Top quarterback in the state.
People get known. Don't y'all know they got people out there better than Michael Jordan, better than all these? It's sometimes the guy that you don't even know. Sometimes that guy that's in the streets is better than the guy that never got discovered.
You know how many players that never made?
You know how many better players out there?
Yeah, they got a lot of great players out there that just never.
Offhand.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you this here.
Better than half of the dudes I ever saw.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you this here, dog. There was actually one that was better than Mike, but he didn't make it, dog, and that would have been Len Bias.
Yep.
You know, Len Bias.
Why you don't talk about Tony Rice? Tony Rice didn't get a chance to play in the NFL. When we talk about Michael Vick, we don't talk about Major Harris. Major Harris.
Those guys were
Major Harris, but they didn't get a shot.
But option quarterbacks weren't gonna make it in the league.
There wasn't no just option quarterback. Are you crazy? Terrence Jones ran the spread for Tulane. The dude played for the Chicago Bears. He got walked off. No, he got drafted in the 7th round. Back then, they did not allow blacks to get in the game, brother, like they're doing now.
What about Charlie Ward? Charlie Ward was the best one that didn't get to the NFL.
He was not the best. He was good, but he wasn't the best. Major Harris and Tony Rice was better than him.
Different skill sets, different types of quarterbacks.
You remember Frazier? Frazier?
I remember Tommy Frazier. Tommy Frazier was a runner.
He had was a badass.
He had an arm, number 15 for Nebraska.
He was Michael Vick. He was the Michael Vick type of guys. I keep telling you. Y'all,
what about Michael Bishop? What about Michael Bishop from K-State?
Oh, I liked it. I like Michael Bishop. It was too small.
I'm thinking the same way, man. Look, we done went from the Saints and the Pelicans winning to, who was the best quarterback in high school, like it just went left real quick,
I just want my brother Larry. Larry, could you do that when you get off? Larry, I'm gonna let you alone. Larry, could you go in the chat when we go back to the Bad Sports Show group? Could you just put Everett Gagne? Have you ever seen a dude that threw a ball further than him? I just want you to put that up, bro. And I just want you to know, because I was gifted, I just wasn't good in schoolroom. So what I did was I made people like him.
Yo, shit. All right, yo. Look. I have no response.
Hey, look.
Y'all beat us half of the time that we played. Y'all half of the time you beat us. But it wasn't because of me.
No.
I'm just saying.
No. I got some scores to read for y'all today. Around the NFL world today. The Broncos beat the Jaguars 21-17. The Dolphins beat the Lions 31-27. The Eagles beat the Steelers 35-13. The Patriots.
Steelers dumped the trash.
The Patriots beat the Jets 22-17. The Cowgirls beat the Bears 49-29.
That's easy.
Wow.
That was easy.
The Vikings beat the Cardinals 34-26.
I expected it.
The Falcons beat the Panthers 37-34. The Rams and the 49ers are going at it right now, and it's Rams up 14-7.
No Debo Samuels. That's the only dude who kills the Rams is Debo Samuels. You're gonna lose.
That's terrible.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Don't get George Kittle now. Don't sleep off George Kittle.
Oh, and also the Seattle Seahawks and the Giants are tied 7-7.
And Seattle
come
gonna
on,
beat the
Seattle.
Giants.
Look, you already hear me saying, "Come on, Seattle."
Yeah, I need somebody to bring the Giants back to reality.
That's what I'm saying. Look, and quiet as kept, I think they like 6-1.
Yeah, they 6-1 right now. So,
but who they playing, y'all? Y'all got to see these teams.
They about to fly.
It's
a lot of that shit is just really because they're playing bad teams, y'all. Shout out to Slaughter. This here is a real Saints fan. Let me tell you something. Slaughter is a real Saints fan, and I never seen a dude hurt like this dude. He hurts over the Saints. I mean, literally hurts over the Saints. And
right.
When I'm telling you, bro, y'all, all of us heard y'all. Let's be honest, y'all. We thought it was over with. No, not we.
Whoa!
As a nation, we did.
That's what you
as
all
a Saints nation. As a Saints nation, you thought it was over. Now, and look, I'm glad Hootie Jew. Y'all got to subscribe to this brother channel right here. This brother right here. This dude here is funny. And one thing I love about him, he keep it real. So please, after this, please subscribe. I've been subscribed to Hootie. And this brother here be speaking facts. Look, a lot of podcasters, we get on there and we deal with podcasting, y'all. And we deal with a lot of guys, and they just be so negative. Hootie gonna find a way to make it all right, y'all. He gonna make our shit he gonna make sure, you heard me? He gonna make us feel good about being a Saints fan. So please subscribe to this brother. You know what I'm saying? Once again, shout out to the host. The host right there, raise your hand. We've been doing this for a minute. We are very new to this podcasting shit. But I'm gonna tell you like this. We are the baddest sports talk. We don't care. We cuss. We do all kind of shit in here. We drink.
Whoa. B Slaughter, the commissioner. Hey, hang on. What is this? Trust me, if Waller was playing, it would be a different outcome. Hey,
Man,
take
bye.
your Saints logo down, man. Because why the hell you worried
Get him,
about
y'all.
Darren
Get
Waller?
him.
Why are you worrying about Darren Waller in the chat? The outcome of the game being different if Darren Waller was
Get
playing?
him, EJ. Get him.
You done lost
You
your
know-
damn mind coming. You came to the wrong podcast with all that. You
Man,
done lost
right.
your look. let me
Winning
tell you
is
something.
winning.
Let's just say Waller did play in this football game, man. Would
Somebody
it
block
really
him.
made that much of a difference?
No. We're not gonna block him. He's a
Come on
Saints.
now.
We're not gonna. I know
No.
he's a Saints fan. He's just one of them emotional Saints fans.
No, but see, I hate when I see stuff like that because it's all that what if. Now, what if we'd have had Michael Thomas playing this whole time? What if he wouldn't
Exactly.
have had no injuries?
Right. Look, Larry. That's something that I want to hear from other people is the fact that, okay, if they would have had Waller, okay, we'd have had Lattimore. Okay, we'd have been running around here with Landry. Okay, we'd have been. You can't do that, Slaughter. You can't do that. You gotta be real.
You got the wrong logic coming on here with that one. Look, the Raiders was way more healthy than the Saints today. Okay, the Raiders had a bigger chance to win this doggone game, and you know it. I don't know why you sitting here acting like this wasn't a good win by the Saints. The Saints won in all really 3 phases of the football game. They won special teams, they won offensively, and they won defensively. Take your win, be happy, and move on and get ready for the Ravens, man. Come on now.
Come on, Slaughter. I was just giving you so much props. I was just talking about how great of a Saints fan you are, and then you gonna turn around and you got everybody aiming at your ass because Slaughter. You know what? I think you thought the Saints was gonna lose. You want no. Let's be honest. He wanted. I don't think Slaughter had anything with the Saints organization. It's Dennis Allen. I think he wanted to build the case. He wanted to build a case so we can get rid of Dennis Allen. Let's just be honest. Saints fans have given up on Dennis Allen. They look at him as Jason Garrett.
Oh God. The clapper.
They can see the Garrett in black.
They're not looking at this shit in the right way, bro. Let's just be honest, bro. The man, y'all want. I see him like
Slaughter. I understand the Raiders didn't score any points, man. But look, okay, what you trying to say? The Raiders would have scored 14 points or 7 points, or what? What is you trying to? What is your point?
I mean, they were down 24-0. How you did?
Yeah, like I don't understand what your point is to this.
A tight end. He talking about a tight end.
Like the tight end. Yeah, he's important to that team. But damn. I mean, was he that important to where the whole game could have been flipped and we would have lost this game? I don't know about that. Take your W, and move on, man. Like the Saints have not won in some weeks now.
Like a big.
And we got the Saints and the Pelicans. This is victory Sunday, man.
Feeling fucking good.
Come on now.
Yeah, I am. I'm about to go. I'm really about to go, dog. Because I'm hanging in there by a thread.
How about the Saints winning? How about the Saints winning? How about the Saints winning and the Pelicans winning? And look, one of these comments Hootie said, listen, please, guys, before y'all leave, subscribe to Hootie. Hootie got a nice podcast. It says, I talk about that on my channel. He said, I talk about that on my channel. DA is not the one who's fumbling the football, not the one destroying kicks, not the one missing field goals, not the one letting people to block field goals. That is a fact.
Hey, Hoodie, look, next Sunday, Hey, come on the chat, man. Come
I'd
join us,
like you
man.
to come on the panel. Who they?
Come on the panel and come on. You know, we can collab on one. You know, you come on ours and we'll come and come on your podcast. You know.
Yeah,
Do
we'd
our
like to
thing.
build the bridge with you, Hootie.
Yeah,
We'd
man.
like to
Do
build
a
the bridge with
podcast.
Saints fans.
A little collab together,
Only
man.
Saints fans. That's what we deal with. Saints fans.
You know, so
We don't deal with nobody but Saints fans out here. You heard me?
But like
Hey,
I
Everett,
said,
I'm gonna jump off, bro. I'm gonna
You
jump
bring
off.
your
Go ahead,
drunk
Hawk.
ass. You got Hum got to go lay down.
Go ahead, Hawk.
Yes, I do.
Hey,
Go
Hum,
ahead,
want you to
baby.
sit there. Hum, want you to sit in the chair, and we'll just watch you sleep.
No, I look. Hey,
bro.
that was when I let it go the last time.
We still
We
got that.
already-
We still got
He crack a
we
beer.
still got the
I know one
information,
thing.
man. We still got that, bro.
He bought crack case of beer and be he won.
Hum, we still got that now. Don't act like we don't have it.
I know.
I done seen that movie before. We don't need to see it.
We
again,
got
man.
that going viral, Hum. Hum, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't do it because Hum, if you was a guy that didn't know personally, I was about to set your ass on TikTok.
Hey, that's all right. Look, and I'll be asleep on that motherfucker too. But yeah, man. Look, I'm gonna get up with y'all, man. Send me the link, dog, when we gonna do some shit during the week, dog.
Yeah, hey, look, and before you go home, let me say this to y'all, Saints fans about that. Look, guys, I'm thinking either Wednesday or Thursday. Me and Evan 504 got to get on that. But one day out of this week, we're gonna start doing that moving forward. One day out of the week, we're gonna go start doing a weekly check-in on the Pelicans and the Saints. We're gonna go ahead so we can have a conversation about other stuff that's going on during the week. I know we've been doing only Saints game days and Pelicans game days, but we got to start talking during the week because things do go on during the week, and I've been getting a lot of feedback.
Wednesday is the perfect time. It's the middle of the week. Wednesday would be very perfect for us to go on Wednesday. I know we are the game day crew because we've been specializing in game day. That's us. But we're going to go on Wednesday. I think that'll be the perfect time. Wednesday, we'll talk about the injury reports. We'll talk about the Pelicans. We'll get up there. We are New Orleans. We love New Orleans. We are the Baddest Sports Show podcast, and we welcome the Hootie Jube and everybody else. We welcome you. We welcome you guys, man. We got nothing but love for Who That Nation. We won Who That Nation.
Hey, go ahead, Hawk. Go ahead, Hawk. I know you got to go, man. Go ahead, man. Who that, baby?
You got to use the bathroom too, huh? Because I saw your ass shaking that leg. You're doing the stank leg. Boy, doing the stank leg around this man. So we don't know why Henry not on here because you lied, Henry, and you said that you would be here, dog. You said you was gonna be here. We said, but we're gonna give shout out to some of the people behind the scene. And Henry Winters is one of the guys that is making this channel possible. He does a lot of our topics. He does a lot of our research, a lot of things that we do in the background. And he's going to be the future of the Baddest Sports Talk podcast. He's going to help a lot with our audio, a lot of things that we're going to be doing to grow big. Remember, those who follow us on Facebook, remember we are the Baddest Sports Show podcast. The Baddest Sports Show Facebook on Facebook. If you're looking for a place to go to vent, come on Facebook. Remember, we also on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter. We also on Twitter.
Baddest Sports One, man. At Baddest Sports One.
Baddest Sports One. We are everywhere. Okay, so if you guys are needing some positivity, you get tired of hearing angry Saints fans. It's so negative. But we're gonna try to bring some positivity. We're gonna try to bring the facts. All this stuff EJ is about to bring up to you again about the lies about what we talked about this morning about Alvin Kamara being traded. That was ridiculous. Go ahead, and we're glad that Larry is here. We want to hear about that, EJ. Bring that up again.
Yeah, man. Look, like I said, I told y'all that, but in the pregame show, we was talking about how Alvin Kamara was in these trade rumors. And once again, after watching what you've seen today, do you still make that trade, Larry? I don't think so. Larry, you're on mute.
Larry, your mic is muted.
It's not even a trade to make, but if you think back to last week when we talked about what pieces the Saints could trade, Alvin Kamara's name was the first one that came up.
Right.
Pieces that were tradable because really it looked like we was tanking.
Right.
That was just a scenario. And
Right.
it just
I never
didn't
thought
turn out.
the Saints were tanking though, Larry. I never saw them when you're tanking. When you're
It
tanking, you
looked
just
like-
don't give a
But
shit.
that's what we was gonna find out today in this football game. I said that in the pregame show. I was like, guys, look, we're gonna find out if this team, if we would have lost this game, this would have told me, you know, hey, it's time to move on. Let's go ahead and get ready for next season. But us playing as hard as we did today, that tells us that we still trying to win. We still trying to make the playoffs, you know. So that I get that answers the question moving forward about Kamara and everybody else and what we're trying to do as far as, you know, the rest of this season goes and next season goes. You know, like that I really don't want to hear too much about Kamara or anybody's unless it's like the right deal. It has to be the right like a blowaway deal for me to make a move at the trade deadline, you know. So I as far as Tuesday goes, don't expect so much of the Saints to make moves out there. I don't see it.
They're not making a move. The only thing they did was dangle the carrot to see like who was going to bite and who wasn't. But
Right.
But the discussion was had about Kamara last week before he went online and basically just exposed everything.
Right.
Once he exposed it, that put everybody in the organization on notice. We got to step it up now.
Right.
And that's what happened. So basically they played to their full potential, but we also seeing progress from the coaches because he mainly called out the coaches, not the players. He called out the coaches.
He did, Larry. He did.
He called out the coaches and the coaches.
Man. That's leadership. I said this in the pregame show. Like, hey, he's not that rah-rah type of dude in the locker room. He's not going to sit there and always be the one like DeMario Davis to sit there and get everybody hype in the locker room. But when you got Alvin Kamara out of nowhere talking and calling everybody out, that speaks volumes about the person Alvin Kamara is and how he feels about this football team. He loves New Orleans and he wants to see us win. You know, he's not used to that. You know, and I thought he did a great job doing that.
And really, I expected it to come from Michael Thomas, but Thomas ain't really been available. So if he ain't been available, then he can't open his mouth. So right. I kind of feel it was like a telephone discussion had between him and a couple other vets because they used to things being a certain way under Sean Payton.
Right.
But then under Dennis Allen, shit then got lax and lazy, and they just wasn't feeling it. So they probably be like, well, you should be the one to bring it out.
And that's what it is at the end of the day. Like, I feel like, and I hate to say this, but these players, ever since Dennis Allen's got in over here with the Saints, like as far as head coaching goes, like I feel like they got relaxed. You know, Sean Payton, and I hate to keep bringing this man up, man. He's not our head coach, but somehow we always loop in Sean Payton into this. But Sean Payton was the head. You can tell in the organization that he ran his football team. There was nobody that was sitting there not going to tell him what he had to do with his football team. Dennis Allen, you know, they did not show the same level of respect to me to Dennis Allen. And this week showed to me that now you get it. Now everybody's starting to understand, hey, this ain't no buddy system around here. We got a job to do around here.
In fairness, I mean, that's kind of hard because me being a fan and watching, it's really hard to say that they didn't play for him when you have so many injuries.
Right.
You expected to have Michael Thomas and you expected to have Jarvis. These guys you brought here to compete with you. You was expecting to have Jameis healthy. You was expecting all that stuff didn't happen for Dennis.
Yeah.
So what do you do when adversity hits? It's all about when somebody hits you in the mouth and what happens when adversity hits. And I am actually impressed because he could have very much well called it. He could have very much well said, you know what? Shit, I'm going to be fired. I could lose my job. I can be, careless, whatever. Dennis stuck in there, bro, with his game plan. He's stuck in with the players. He didn't care what people like Larry talked about with Jameis. He stuck with the guy he thought that could help him win football.
Hold up. I'm gonna address that thing. I'm gonna address that Jameis thing. I'm gonna address the Jameis thing. This is my feelings about the whole
You
situation.
already know I'm messing with you now.
But
now by
I know,
now you should know that you are bait. Do you realize that?
I know, but I just gotta put this out there though, because like it's something I've been keeping to myself like since the summer. Because like me, I sit and I observe, right?
Right.
Now the main thing I've been doing, I've been watching Jameis Winston. I've been stomping for him because he our quarterback. He the starter, this, that, and the third. They done paid him the money. But I was still looking at him like, bro, are you really into this shit like you claiming? Or are you pulling our leg? Are you just saying all the right things to try to get us on board? But then I turn around and look at his interviews when he says some shit that's far left field. That don't even make sense. And I'm like, I'm looking at him side eye, but I'm like, all right, let's go quarterback, woo woo. But I'm like,
right. I agree. I had the same feeling, like, because I was sitting there going into the season. I'm like, Jameis, I'm with you, because he said a lot of the right things going into the season, and there was a lot of hype.
Everything right.
There was a lot of hype going behind Jameis Winston going into the season. Like, he couldn't do no wrong. And then, like, when you hear him in post game interviews, it's like, dude,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I wanted him. Y'all don't know. Much as y'all talk shit about me and hating him and all this, I actually wanted this dude. I wanted Jameis. It's crazy, y'all. I wanted Jameis to succeed.
Here you go. Who is
in the house? I wanted Jameis at the time, y'all. Y'all don't know. I want to see Jameis has all the talent, man. Jameis has the physical.
Up here.
Yeah, it's the
up here. It's up here. It's a block.
It's mental. And it blocks him for how great he is, bro. The dude won at Florida State under Jimbo Fisher, but when I went to go do the tapes, Jimbo Fisher was policing him. Was basically all over him, mind-wise. Sean Payton was getting the best out of this dude.
Yeah.
If Sean Payton was the coach right now, Jameis would be MVP of this league. And I just believe that. Because Jameis would win. Sean knew how to get in this
bringing the best out of him. Sean Payton was bringing the best out of him.
He was bringing the best out of him.
Well, look, Dennis Allen is not no offensive-minded guy.
He's not an offensive-minded guy.
He's not a
it's not even about offense. It's about disciplining him.
Yeah.
Keeping him disciplined.
Yeah.
Dennis Allen is not the rah-rah type of coach.
I'll put you on the bench.
Dennis Allen is not a rah-rah coach. Jimbo Fisher is a rah-rah coach.
Right.
Sean Payton is a rah-rah coach. You know what I'm saying? They're going to hold you to task and they're going to hold you accountable. That's why I kept saying everything going on with us has been a coaching issue.
Yeah.
It's been coaching. Players play how you coach them. When Sean was coaching Jameis played well. Jameis not getting that same level of coaching right now. He basically
I gotta hear the great Hootie. I gotta hear the great Hootie Jube. I gotta hear this brother, man. This brother here is just awesome. Go ahead, bro.
What's up, yo?
What's up, man? How you doing, man? Who that, baby?
Who that? By the way, I'm doing good. I do want to say something though about the QB situation. Everybody's talking about all shit. They started doubting over Winston. Oh, there we go. Well, just to tell y'all, I do have some insight with a dude named Jameis 101 who has connections with Jameis and his agents, and he literally said if you go look it up and look up the injury he has for his foot/ankle and his fractured back, and go look up how long it takes to heal, he hasn't even been out that many games of what it takes to heal. It says it takes 6 to 10 weeks for your back, and it's about 6 to 12 weeks for the ankle. He hasn't been out even 6 games yet. So when they said healthy enough to come in and beat him, but not the start. So I think that's why they went the Dalton route.
He's right.
But I can't be mad at Dalton either because he is playing good. So I mean, I'm not complaining. But if Jameis is really 100% healthy, then I think we're gonna get a lot more out of it with with Jameis because he's more explosive. He's more got more upside. He's gonna hit the people down the field a lot better than Dalton. So I think we're gonna be just fine. A lot of people talking shit still about Winston. Up there he goes. He's gonna be out of here. We still got to find our quarterback of the future. And I said, well, first of all, you got 4 fractures in your back. You got basically a hurt ankle still. So you're not 100% healthy. And I said, second of all, if you looked at it, why the hell are you letting a guy play with 4 fractures in his back in the first place? Second of all, if the dude's got 4 fractures in his back and a hurt ankle, why are you making him throw the ball 40, 50 times a game and not running the ball? Because once we fumbled, you was ready to give up on the run game. But now Andy Dalton comes in, now you want to run the damn ball.
Right.
Yeah, is that the real Michael Thomas? Y'all see that?
No. I don't think he is because look at how he's. Yeah,
that ain't the real Mike T.
Yeah, look,
that ain't the real Mike T.
No, that's not.
Those are trolls.
That ain't him. We had the real Traquan Smith. We had the real Traquan Smith on here.
But Michael,
no doubt, we had him.
Yeah,
but that ain't the real Michael Thomas though. We had the real. We always go. We thought it was a fake Traquan Smith, but boy,
hey man, what's your name, man? What's your name?
That's Hooter Judy.
Okay, all right. Look, man. I like your take, man. I appreciate you for coming on here, man. We need more people like you to come on the chat and express y'all, opinions on here, man. But I'm glad that you were brave enough to come up on here, man, and express that because a lot of people we as Saints fans has had a divide between the Andy Dalton and the Jameis Winston situation at quarterback. And you make a great point. Jameis Winston is not fully healthy. And I don't think, people realize that. Jameis Winston is dealing with 2 injuries that are really like major, your foot and your back. You need that as a quarterback. You need your foot to be mobile and you need your back, man, to be stationary to throw that football all the way through, so and Andy is handling his job. He's handling his job.
Yeah, we gotta give Andy. Now it's time for us to sit there and say, despite everything, we love James. Okay, all of us love James, but I think it's time for us to say, hey, you know what? Let's give Andy some credit because Andy
is winning us football games.
And you know what? I know he did. I know Kamara took them touchdowns in but Drew did a lot of that shit too. Drew Brees did a lot of shit what Andy was doing, throwing the check down and let Kamara make him look good. Football is about making a quarterback look good. Go ahead, Larry.
For me personally, I never took nothing from Andy because I always said it didn't matter who the quarterback was, as long as we had all the other negative stuff going on the field. It don't matter who was back there. We're not gonna win until we clean it up.
Larry, you took a lot of criticism on our Facebook page of being a Jameis lover. No, you was never that. You was a Saints quarterback lover. You was the fact that coaching, you always tackled the coaching. You had never, people gave you a lot of heat unnecessarily. You were trying to give Jameis enough chance, enough time, and people were piling up on Jameis, which was unfairly.
That's a good point, Michael Thomas. Jameis a good guy, but Andy is running our offense better. Still need a quarterback, and that's the biggest thing, Yeah,
Andy, right now, Andy's. Let's just be honest. Andy's playing right now.
Andy is doing what he's supposed to do.
The quarterback play was never the problem. That's the whole thing that they're not understanding. The quarterback play was never the problem. It was the defense and penalties
and the offensive line.
That's what our problem was. It was never the quarterback.
It was just not technically sound. It just wasn't a team that you go ahead and you looked at the Saints and said, this is a good football team. Like there was a lot of moving parts that went into it, not just the quarterback thing, defense, special teams, turnovers, injuries. That there was a lot of things going on, So
penalties,
it's more than just quarterback.
Exactly. So, but the quarterback is so easy to blame the quarterback to people that don't really know the game because that's why I said they got fans and they got people that know the game. The fans be the ones coming with the blame. We're gonna blame this quarterback. We're gonna blame this instead of actually looking and understanding the flow of the game and what's going on.
Right.
Hootie, looking forward to this game against the Baltimore Ravens. I always said, Hootie, even in this game today, if Dalton was to had a bad first half and we were behind and I believe the Saints were going to go with Jameis, and because either one of these quarterbacks, I believe that the Saints wasn't sure. They're not going to just say 100%. I want one or the other. The bottom line is, I think if Andy would have threw 3 interceptions today in the first half or 2 interceptions or whatever, I think the Saints would have went with Jameis, and Jameis would have came off the bench. And I think what Jameis needs to do, Hootie, is take this information, take this as not a loss, take this as motivation. That next time I get in, that I will never get out again. And this is what we have to do. I understand what a lot of people are saying, but Andy right now is the best situation because guess what? The offense, for whatever reason, they are responding to him. Okay? So even though he's 35 and it's not sexy, the shit not looking, but we're winning. We just won. We're now 2-2 with Dalton as the quarterback.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know, but
basically all I'm saying, Larry, is we got to go with the guy that is. If there wasn't confidence in Andy, the teammates wouldn't play for him. And Andy today looked good. This was the best I thought Andy looked.
Well, that's why I said
down in the ball without throwing turnovers.
Kudos to Dennis Allen today for sticking to his decision. Because he could have easily listened to Saints fans and said that were saying, "Why stick with Andy Dalton? Go back to Jameis Winston. He's supposed to be healthy." So I was proud of Dennis Allen of saying, "You know what? I said I'm going Andy Dalton. I looked at what Andy Dalton was doing at practice, and I weighed my options with Jameis Winston. He looks still not 100% to me and everything, and he still stuck with Andy Dalton. And guess what? Andy Dalton played very well today to help win the game for us. So that's kudos. And that's a head coaching decision that I know that was tough on Dennis, but Dennis made a good call. So I'm proud of him for that.
But this been my observation the whole time. When Dennis made that call, I said it's got to be a reason why. But then I saw the injury report about Jameis' foot. Right. I said, okay, he's not 100% healthy because
that was the reason. That was the reason. It's not that he thought that Andy was better than Dalton.
Yeah, it's just
he thinks that Jameis was still injured. You're not going to go with a guy. It would be wrong, Larry, for us to take and bring Jameis in, and then he loses his game, and then knowing that he's not healthy, and then we'll pile up on him more. If Jameis get his spot, when Jameis come back, I don't think Jameis gonna give his job up. I think Jameis gonna light the shit up. I still got a feeling Jameis gonna be a good quarterback, y'all. People ain't gonna like what I'm saying, but it's gonna come apart in the season. I hope it don't be injury to Andy. Andy gonna be persuaded.
With that is it's gonna be
hard. We got a good situation, y'all.
Well, we in a situation right now where we got to keep winning games. We got to go on a streak right now. And the thing is, it's if we're on that streak, do you just go ahead and take the hot man out? The guy that you're winning with?
It ain't even about the hot man. It ain't even about the hot man. See, the thing is, they paying Jameis starting quarterback money. Yeah, that's where the business coming to it at. Yeah. Andy knows he the backup, but Andy is playing like a veteran supposed to play.
Yeah,
he playing his role. So Andy gonna keep the train rolling until Jameis is 100% healthy. What people don't realize, foot injuries to wide receivers and quarterbacks can make or break that player. If Jameis can't plant that foot or push off of that foot when he throw that ball, he not gonna throw the ball right. And Everett can back me up on it.
I gotta agree with B. Slaughter. I gotta agree with B. Slaughter on this. He played like a washed up to Andy Dalton that can manage games. Well, Andy,
a veteran. He played like a veteran. Yeah, we're not looking for fireworks out of Andy. We're not expecting
we just need him to
There's nothing wrong with that. Do you guys remember Trent
You can
Dilfer?
still win football games that way.
Yeah, y'all remember Trent Dilfer? Trent Dilfer led the Ravens he was washed up. He led the Ravens to a Super Bowl championship. You guys understand? Sometimes game management is not a bad thing, bro. It's not a bad thing to game manage the football.
Look at Jimmy Garoppolo, what he did last year with the 49ers. He game managed, man. He used his playmakers. He wasn't sitting there throwing, 30 to 40 passes a game. That man game managed and used the weapons around him, and it was winning.
Hootie, what you got to say about this, Hootie?
Hey, can y'all hear me still?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, cool. So my whole thing is, yes, I've been giving credit to Andy Dalton because he's been doing his thing. Besides last game, with the 3 picks, that's kind of what caused us to lose the Cardinals game. But other than that, he still fought hard, came back in the second half, and tried to keep us in the game. Mm-hmm. But people are getting confused about well, I think it would be hard to pull him out, right? Because we actually scoring points. The offense is looking good. Mm-hmm. Yes, it would be hard, but no. On the same side, it wouldn't be hard because you actually running the ball now. You finally found your identity. You finally found out what Dennis Allen literally said before the season even started. Yeah, I want to be a run team first. Yeah. Well, the first 3 games while James was hurt, and he's hurt, you said, oh, well, we fumbled the ball. Let's just stop running the ball. Yeah, that's smart with a dude that's hurt. Yeah. So when you bring a healthy James back and you get to still run the ball for 100 plus yards a game and use your playmakers with Taysom Hill, Michael Thomas, everybody coming back, and you start doing your play action, which is where James is the best in the league at off of play actions. This team is going to literally light up everybody. And I'm telling you, that's what's going to be scary about it. You're telling me that James can't do what Dalton's doing right now? He easily can. He was just hurt, and you was not running the damn ball. That's why the offense looked totally different.
I agree with that, and that's a good take, man. That's what I was questioning about too. I was like, man, to see the same things that Andy Dalton is doing right now with Taysom Hill, that they could have done that same thing with Jameis Winston. They could have just put Jameis in situations where he couldn't do certain things, where they could just put Taysom Hill in to spark the game. Put him in for running situations. The running, and you mentioned the running game wasn't like how it is right now. The running game is top tier right now in our offense. The running game in the first 3 games of the season when Jameis Winston was playing was horrible. We even had Alvin Kamara fumbling the ball almost all 3 of those games. So that's totally 2 different things. And then if you can get Jameis Winston 100% healthy. With that, there's no question he can do the same things that Andy Dalton is doing right now,
Yep, could be even better.
Yes.
Well,
especially the deep pass.
I agree with you guys on that, but look. Let me tell you something. Okay, Jameis has had multiple opportunities in the NFL. Right now, it's Andy's time. And until Andy prove otherwise, Jameis can actually come in, and I straddle the fence when it comes down to these 2 guys. The Saints' future is not on this football team. Rather it's Andy and rather it's Jameis. The Saints' future is not on this team.
I agree with that.
But as of right now, you have to go with the guy that everybody's responding to. I understand. We don't know what Jameis going to be until he's healthy. That's a process. So as Saints fans, we got to go with the guy that's winning, the guy that's leading the offense. Because under Dalton, whether you like it or not, go look at the statistics. We're top 5 in the offense.
But the thing is, we only won 2 games.
Listen.
We only won 2 games.
You're averaging over 30 points a game under a guy that's supposedly washed up. I'm not saying that Jameis wouldn't be better.
Oh, I would like to ask y'all a question though.
Go ahead.
Because you said we are winning games, scoring 30 plus, and I literally, said about the run game, right? What about the Seahawks game? did Andy Dalton really win you that, or was that Taysom Hill scoring 4 or 5
Exactly.
touchdowns?
That's yeah.
Well,
That's a great point. That's a
that would have
great
been the
point.
same. That would have been the same thing. That would have been the same thing if it was Jameis playing that game.
Yeah, that's what I would have said.
Whoa! How do we
At the
know
end of
that?
the
How
day,
do we know
at-
that?
no, but listen. At the end of the day, it's let's just say this: we
How
probably
do
would have
we know
lost
that?
the game. Listen, we would have probably lost the game if it would have been Jameis, because guess what? It would have been Jameis just being Jameis, and we wouldn't have had no Taysom Hill in
Jameis
that
being
game.
Jameis, or you mean because we would have lost because he was hurt?
We wouldn't have had Taysom Hill in that game. It was just been Jameis as the
Hang
quarterback.
on. All right. Yeah.
With Dalton as the quarterback, you have to have both of them. It's not. I never said it was Dalton by himself. It's a 2-quarterback system. It's a three-headed monster. What you guys understand? What makes it more effective with Dalton in the game? You can have a Taysom Hill and you can have an Alvin Kamara. You can have these 3 guys out there. With Jameis in the game, you have to have just Jameis, because Jameis is the quarterback. When you got
can have
these
Kamara and
guys,
Taysom.
when you got these 2 guys, you're not going to run them 2 quarterback systems. You're going to have Jameis. Taysom as a tight end running around, not being able to catch. Go look at the stats, man. Go look at the beginning of the season. Taysom Taysom was not a part of the offense in the beginning of the season. It wasn't until the Andy Dalton became the quarterback when Taysom came a part of the offense.
Hang on, Ever 504. Hang on now. Now look. Now, not knowing what Dennis Allen and what Pete Carmichael know now that they've seen that they can have success with putting Taysom Hill, tweening with a quarterback, they could do that with Jameis Winston, because you know why? They've done it with Drew Brees. You can't tell me they can't do that with Jameis Winston if they've done that with your Hall of Fame quarterback, Drew Brees.
I don't know, son, because one of the reasons why I don't know is because Jameis Jameis has the capabilities to do some of the things that Taysom does.
Go ahead, Larry. Go ahead, Larry. Got a question.
But listen, Jameis has athletic ability that Taysom, that Andy doesn't. Jameis can run with his legs. Jameis make plays with his legs. He got us out of a lot of situations with his legs. The only reason why Taysom is in the equation is because Andy can't run like Jameis. Okay, so they're using Andy and Jay. Andy is doing the leg part of the game. Go ahead, Larry. It's totally different things.
You're on mute.
If you think back to the Atlanta Falcons game at the beginning of the year, Taysom actually sparked our offense in that game.
Exactly.
Right, I agree with you.
Right before halftime.
We were way behind. Brother.
Let's think about that, y'all. Let's think about that. Was the first game of the season, and Dennis Allen and Pete Carmichael did not know what they know now. They wasn't using Taysom Hill like that. They was using him mostly at tight end. So what I'm saying is knowing what they know now, they could have used that like that. Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill together. That could work together. That could actually.
It will, because
Jameis Winston can't do that.
Last year, when you had
Taysom also got hurt too,
and you had Jameis too before Taysom got hurt too, they were doing the same shit with Sean Payton. At the beginning of the year, while Jameis was hurt, they used Taysom a little bit, but they wasn't using it as much because they wasn't really running the ball anymore. Because they were so behind, they had to pass. But now that we know that we can run the ball, our O-line strength is running the ball. Mm-hmm. You can easily put in Taysom in there, because defense still gotta, play with Taysom. They still gotta figure out how to stop his runs,
right?
Or is he gonna pass or stuff like that. So I'm trying to tell people. You can all say, well, Andy Dalton's, running the offense smooth. Yeah, because it's the run game. And I said, if you put Jameis in here, it'd be looking the same way. And y'all can say, well, Jameis is Jameis. But guess what? Jameis will be so much better than what you've seen Jameis ever.
But Hootie, I question Hootie, the very first games of basically the one game where he was just throwing up the no. My problem with Jameis.
That's because he was throwing 30 to 40 passes a game. If you take that pressure off his back, that's what Taysom Hill is for, to take the pressure off your quarterback. If you take the pressure off his back, then you will see a totally different Jameis Winston.
Edie, I know you're gonna just cut me off. But my problem with Jameis is and some of the things that I get frustrated with him is when a situation where you could throw the ball away. You could throw the ball away. You could take a sack. And them games where he was playing, they were blitzing, he was not reading the defense. They were coming up the middle. The Carolina game. Let's not act like the Carolina Panthers didn't beat the
Whoa. If you're gonna talk about the Carolina game, that wasn't on Jameis. Go look at the stats that game. The man had over 350-something passing yards with 4 fractures in his back. Kamara fumbled. They picked it up.
My brother. You're talking about from being behind. Listen,
I agree with him.
This is where Saints.
Kamara,
Hold on.
Do you not remember Kamara fumbling in that game?
Saints fans get comfortable with stats. No, listen. This is why y'all love this dude from the get-go, because he threw 5,000 yards. Stats don't make a fucking game. No. Y'all not going to start sitting and tell me because you throw 300 yards, that means you played a damn good football game. The goal, if you're behind and you're throwing from behind, you make stats.
Yeah, you said behind, right? You said we were behind.
LaVisca Chenault. That's all I got to say. LaVisca Chenault.
Hey, but
that's the name on the product.
You said we was drawn because we was behind. We was behind because of Jameis, or we was behind because Kamara fumbled and they scooted up for a touchdown.
I brought them facts. I brought them facts. I brought them facts several times about Kamara and Mark Ingram in the very first 2 games. Matter of fact, Mark Ingram twice in the beginning of the season. I have talked about that, okay? But what you guys not going to understand is this. You don't.
Our secondary lost us that game. The
sacks that we took, family.
Some of the sacks was unnecessary, not the interceptions. The sacks. Jameis take weird sacks. I mean, he throws it up. He does that no risk it, no biscuit that he learned from Tampa Bay, and that's what he needs to get rid of. I think he's the best quarterback for our scheme.
I don't know. You confusing me, Ever 50 for you. Like you said,
because he has never showed me that he's not.
You say in one moment that you like Jameis Winston as the better quarterback, but then you switch it and say Andy Dalton is the guy moving
because
forward.
His talent. He has the talent to. Andy don't have the talent Jameis does, but Andy has this.
Or does he have the run game?
Jameis don't have this. He reminds
I want to
me
see Andy Dalton throw 50 times a game and try to win you
a game. And Jameis reminds me of Aaron Brooks.
Great point. If Andy Dalton was throwing as many times Jameis Winston was throwing, would we really be talking about Andy Dalton like the way we talking about Andy Dalton right now?
4 fractures in his back too, and I hurt ankle trying to do that.
Like
talking about it right now.
Because let's be honest now. Like if Andy Dalton was throwing 20 to 30 passes per game, and let's just say like he said, he had a fractured back or he had a foot injury, and he was trying to play through it like that. Would Andy Dalton post those same numbers he's posting today? We gotta be realistic about it. Taysom Hill is really taking the release.
I'm gonna be realistic. They both had 1-2 records at the time. Now it's 2-2. Okay, well now 2-2 Andy Dalton. Now 1-2 Jameis.
Well, Andy Dalton's playing.
Isn't it 2-3?
But that's not his fault. The bottom line is he is, as he got his opportunity, he does the little things. He throws the ball to the backfield. Go look at the statistics. The statistics shows when he's the quarterback, the running backs gets the ball out the backfield. The running backs gets a screen game. The running backs get the little things. Go look, and even a tight end gets the ball. Go look when Jameis gets the football. When he's the quarterback, only the wide receivers touch the football. That is a problem, brother.
Hang on. Jameis Winston gave the ball to Juwan Johnson. Jameis Winston is actually one of the bigger reasons why Juwan Johnson is relevant right now. So don't say that he was just giving it to receivers. He was giving it to Juwan Johnson. And actually,
I'm telling you,
I'm telling you statistics
Now,
of
if you want
this
to
year.
talk
Don't
about
tell me
winning,
about last year. You're going to go
I'm
by
not
last
going
year.
back. I'm
I'm
not
not
going back to
talking about.
last.
I'm
I'm
talking
not going
about
back
this
to
year.
last year.
I'm telling you
I'm talking
about
about
this
this
year.
year.
Go pull up the stats, and you will see that he does not check the football down. He has not ran the screen game. He don't say kill, kill, kill. He don't kill the shit.
Nah, check this
Hey,
out.
I
Check
would
this out.
be killing, and checking down either when I got fucking shots after shots in my back because I'm playing with 4 fractures and hurt ankle. Trying to
His
do whatever
ass
I
shouldn't
can.
be playing, Hootie. His ass shouldn't be playing.
But
Duh,
check this
that's
out,
what we're trying to say.
All right then. So let his ass
was
sit
just-
down. Let his ass sit down until Andy shows he can't.
Hey, Michael Thomas said he won't be in the chat, man. Put the link in. Put the link
What
in.
the link was. Christoph.
Now check.
Go
Hold
ahead,
up.
Larry.
Now, I want to make a comparison. Who is Andy Dalton's most targeted receiver? Who is his most targeted receiver?
Olave.
Olave, right? Now, who is Jameis' most targeted receiver? Olave.
Yeah, Olave.
So it's basically the same shit, but it's just the dynamic of the offense has changed since then.
You know what's crazy, Larry?
The run game has taken pressure off the passing game.
Is it Larry? That's your name, right?
Yeah.
All right, Larry. Isn't this crazy though? If Jameis would not have those fractures in his backs, most of those targets he did to Olave, he was wide open. He just couldn't hit him because he was only throwing with his arm, not his hip.
Yeah.
And we won't be talking about this right now, but they talking shit because he was hurt. He couldn't be the Jameis that we know we could have.
Right.
And that's something I kept pointing out. Like he off because even his mechanics was off.
Yeah.
It wasn't his usual mechanics.
Michael Thomas, come on over on to the chat. We actually dropped the link for you. Okay.
Yeah,
brother?
we have the link in the chat. Anybody trying to get in?
Please bring his ass in here. Bring him in here.
God, Mike.
Nice. Say something before you come in, because you might have to let him in, brother. No, we might got a room.
No, we got room.
They got a spot.
You can stay right where you at, Nice.
But go ahead, Nice. What's your opinion?
No, you don't have to put
you're the only one that haven't talked yet.
So one more person. Go ahead, Nice. Speak.
My take is this. I even stated this and posted it in the page.
Damn, Nice.
It's a different
Early this morning, you was early this morning, you was doing good.
Yeah, Nice, you was doing good in the pregame show.
Nice, I'm sorry, bro. I gotta mute you, bro. We're gonna go with Mike.
What's up,
Michael
y'all?
Thomas, Mike can't guard Mike, man. What's up with you, man? What's up with you, man?
You at the baddest.
Y'all can hear me?
We can hear you.
Can't see you because you got a turf toe. Can you hurry up? And
we need you back, man. Like come
Back
on,
on
dog. This can't guard Mike, man. We need you.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying.
Tell us your thoughts on.
Tell us your thoughts. Everybody mute their mic.
Everybody mute your mic and tell us your thoughts on the Andy Dalton and Jameis Winston situation.
Well, let me start on Jameis Winston because he doesn't know how to read a defense. He doesn't call out the blitz protections. You can't even blame his injury because he makes bad decisions. Injury does not determine where you throw the ball at. I saw the dude throw it into triple coverage multiple times when they had wide open receivers like AK, or he doesn't use his check downs at all. I think the offense is better with Andy because he knows how to take his checks down. He could throw it deep when he has to, and it just looks better with him in it.
I agree.
But Jameis is a good guy, but I just don't think he's is either he's blind because he misses open receivers, or because, and then those stats Judy was talking about, that's all garbage time stats. When the other team was up and it was playing prevent defense and shit. So.
Oh, okay. Well, let me say this to you, Michael Thomas. Okay, That's a good take, and I'm glad you're on here. Welcome to the chat, man. I don't know if this is your first time coming in and tuning in on the podcast and everything, but welcome, man. We need more of y'all to come up on here, man. I'm excited.
I'm going to subscribe to Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas, I'm going to subscribe to you,
finally
brother.
got more, fans coming on now. This is exciting times, But look, Michael Thomas, my question is to you is this: after hearing what we was all talking about, and I was seeing you in the chat and everything. You don't think Jameis could do the same things that Andy Dalton, or is capable of doing the same things that Andy Dalton is doing with Taysom Hill? Because we know who has the bigger arm. We know Jameis Winston has the bigger arm than Andy Dalton.
I wanted Jameis to succeed, when he was he had a good record with us last year, right?
Yeah.
I was rooting
5-2.
Yeah, I was rooting for him, but now that I've seen since Sean Payton's not here anymore, he don't have a leash on him now, so it's different. He's not playing like he was last year, and I think it was because Sean had a leash on him. He was making him take his checkdowns and stuff. But if it comes up to Jameis, just him by himself making decisions and stuff, I don't think he has it, bro.
Okay, that's understandable. That's a good take, Larry. Go ahead, man. Get in there.
Now, see, I agree with him on that because I said that a little while ago that he got to have a coach putting a foot in his ass to keep him in line. But see, the problem I got with you, Michael Thomas, right now, you talking bad about Jameis, right? But your thumbnail is Jameis Winston.
I like Jameis.
Your thumbnail on your but bruh, I'm listening at you talking. I'm like, okay, he one way, but now he the other way. Which is it, bruh? Which is it? Which is it?
I want
because I apply pressure now. I'm going to apply some pressure.
Well, go ahead, Michael Thomas. You got to answer back on that one. That's a good question.
Hold up now. I'm going to defend Michael Thomas on this. Hold up. That man was high on
big boy. Let
me talk. That man was high on. He was high on Jameis Winston. Lord. He believed in Jameis Winston, and
he always saving him, bro.
Broke his heart like he broke my heart.
Nah, this ain't about you. This about Mike. This about Mike.
No.
That's what we thought it was. Man, let him have his own opinion. This is why he's on the chat to talk. All right, let him talk. Now, go ahead, Michael Thomas.
I got your back.
He doesn't even snap the ball.
Go ahead, Michael Thomas.
He just snaps the ball. You see how Andy calls out the blitz protections and shit. He doesn't do that. He just snaps the ball, and that's why and he holds the ball too long. That's why the line was looking as bad as it was. But right now, Andy is calling out the blitz protections and stuff, so it's looking better and stuff. And I just think the offense fits better with Andy. I like James. I wanted him to succeed, but he let me down. And Andy looks better running it, so why not let him run it?
I'm confused. I'm confused though. You said Jameis let you down, but
I got it.
The man is injured. So how did he let you down when you haven't seen a fully healthy Jameis? Oh, by the way, I didn't hear nobody say shit about Jameis when he won that comeback in the Atlanta game.
So the injury made him throw all those picks in the Bucs game.
And he threw picks in the Cardinals game. So every quarterback gonna have a bad game. But I'm back on you now, Mike.
Yeah, but we're scoring points.
I'm back on you, Mike, because
hang on one at a time. Hang on, Larry, go ahead. Larry.
I'm on Mike because see, one thing about me, you got to know about me. I'm observant, and I watch the game. I study the game. I see stuff that other people don't see. Now, when Andy first got in there, he was holding that ball a lot too. Because we wasn't running the ball like that, like we running it now when Andy first got in there. So he was holding that ball a lot too because our receivers wasn't getting separation. He ain't had no starters out there.
You right.
He ain't had no speed out there like he got right now.
I love it.
So don't sit up there and say, so don't sit up there and act like Andy just came in, lighting it up. And he was looking the same way.
Larry, why you don't talk about the same shit about Geno Smith?
Go ahead, every 504. Go ahead, because I know you've been waiting.
I get sick and tired of our people keep talking about race because
It ain't about no race.
Yeah,
It's rooted in fact. Go back and watch Andy first thought. You gonna see him looking just like Winston look.
Well, let me talk.
Yeah,
let me talk. God it!
Everybody mute your mics. Everybody mute your mics. It's every 504 time. Go ahead.
I sat here and I sit there and I listen to you guys talking about this. Jameis. But you didn't never sit there and think about this. There's other quarterbacks that have been through the same struggles as Jameis. They were former Heisman Trophy winners. And it ain't just Geno Smith. It's Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota was a guy in the same path as your guy. And he's leading the division on our ass right now. He was the number 1 draft pick for the Tennessee Titans. He fixed himself. He fixed his image. Okay? Yeah, let me get started. Ryan Tannehill took his team to the AFC Championship. He was the number 1 draft pick of the Miami Dolphins. He was cut from the Miami Dolphins and went on to play with the Tennessee Titans. Did he sit there and win and wham, like y'all Saints fans are? No. Like y'all, like Jameis fanatics are. No, let me finish my take.
Go ahead.
All you Jameis maniacs are not understanding that when it comes down to winning football games, when it comes down to integrity, you got to forget what happened to you. Did you remember the Tampa Bay Buccaneers linebacker saying that it was because of Jameis? It wasn't until we got a quarterback like we always had a top defense. We always was good on defense. But it was despite because it was why is his teammate sat up there and said, his teammate said that it was Jameis. He said, Jameis held us back. Tom Brady came in and won a Super Bowl right after this guy. And he had most for that. I got no. He had most of the same players. You know what's wrong with Saints fans? You love the trash of the other fucking team. You love the trash of the other team. And you're gonna keep on loving the trash. You're gonna keep on. I ain't gonna say Jameis is trash because I actually like the little guy.
Well, look, you kind of alluded to him as trash.
But I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you what your former LSU guy said about Jameis on national. Everybody's talking about your guy Jameis, and y'all are the only ones who got protection for Jameis. All of y'all. And I'm gonna tell you this. All I ever care about was winning. No matter what color the skin was, who was running the football team. You guys always cared about, well, Jameis. And I'm not talking about you, Hootie. I'm not talking about you. Steve McNair, all these other great guys who were drafted, they seem to do well. Why y'all got Jameis, number 1 pick, and all these other boys who were number 1 pick are jumping ahead of him?
Well, hang on.
Why they ain't having the same problem?
Every 504. You mentioned that Tannehill is doing so great in Tennessee Titanland, but why the hell he's gotten quarterback controversy going on? I believe there's a backup of the name of Malik Willis giving him a run for his money over there. But hey, I'm not about to get there yet. Hang on. I'm gonna get to my segment. But go ahead, Hooli. Go ahead. It's your turn.
Oh, you gonna bring up Malik Willis?
Go.
The dude is old now.
Hey, you said what you had to say.
Oh my God. I brought up Ryan Tannehill. I brought the fact that Ryan Tannehill took that team to an AFC championship, 1 game from the Super Bowl. That was my part, not the fact what is he trash right now. I didn't talk about right now. He played some good years with the Tennessee Titans. So if you're gonna talk based upon now, of course you can say that now.
That still ain't enough.
The record among this guy, that guy kept Tennessee relevant. I don't give a damn what you're talking about. I would love for Jameis to do half of that shit. How many playoff victories Jameis got? How many times he actually sniffed the goddamn playoffs? As a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, don't tell me about the Saints because Drew Brees led them all the way there. Tell me when a half. You tell me one time Jameis led a team to a goddamn playoff game.
Y'all sure he's a Saints fan?
One playoff game.
Y'all sure he's a Saints YouTuber? I mean, this
hey, every 504, you got fans questioning your Saints loyalty, man. Right now, you got. Hooli, go ahead, man.
Yeah, I got a question. Shit,
I gotta let Larry go.
I've been a Saints fan since 1983. I'm sitting here telling you real. I ain't gonna lie about players. When Jameis is the quarterback, I root for that motherfucker.
Ooh, you root for him. Okay. I can give you credit for that. At least you root for him. But I feel like you're not telling the truth, though, because you want to trash him and say he's horrible, but you're not going to say, oh, he was playing with 4 fractures in his back and a freaking something wrong with his ankle and his foot. But
oh my God! Now who? Hold on. Are you really going to talk about his back now? Talk about before the back or who?
Hey, don't do it. Larry, go ahead. Larry.
Now let's talk about trash ass Tampa Bay. Let's go back on trash ass Tampa Bay, and they up there talking about they up there lying, talking about they had a top tier defense when noodle arm Drew Brees was gutting their motherfucking ass like a fish. Now let's go back to that playoff game let's go back to their Super Bowl year. In that playoff game, we was whooping them. We had them on the ropes until Jared Cook fumbled that ball, and he forced Drew Brees to play outside of what he was normally playing. He forced Drew to go into a zone just like Jameis, where he wasn't supposed to go, and Drew ended up forcing that ball and throwing them intercepts. They can sit up there and talk about Drew that game, but you can't blame Drew for that game. I refuse to blame Drew for that game because Drew had us winning. Drew was gutting Tampa Bay garbage ass defense that year. So for that boy to try to shit on Jameis like that, I took offense to it. I don't care how buff and big he is. I'll break his jaw on sight. I'll break his jaw on sight for that lie. Talking about they always had a top tier defense. They couldn't beat us.
Exactly.
Right.
Drew Brees was in decline and gutting their ass like a fish.
Exactly. Good
so
point.
When he said that, the only thing he did was shitting on Jameis and give that man negative press, and everybody ran with that shit.
Good point.
But that wasn't true. Tampa ain't had no top tier defense. They don't have a top tier defense now. They got Brady and they still over there getting
they
their
had
ass.
a top tier defense then.
They got Brady right now. They got them in that same defense.
Larry, they had a top defense then. Not now, but they did.
They had a top 10 pass rush, not a top 10 defense. A top 10 pass rush.
And Drew was still.
Are you crazy? Go, one of y'all put up the stats right now. I need somebody to put up the stats.
It's not about the stats. It's not about the
stats. Remember?
Oh my God! It's not about the facts. That's what you're telling me.
No stats.
Nas.
We have in the slant. Stats have a slant to them. You put up all them yards.
You got the bad
yards and ain't did a damn thing.
You got the bad audio, Nas. Go and pull the stats up right now.
Go ahead, Nas. Go ahead.
So we can shut all this up.
What's your name again?
Michael Thomas. Go ahead with your segment.
What were we talking about again?
I don't know. We got lost because 504 got me lost too.
Look,
we loving this shit.
Story. I was a fan tonight.
Do it in. We talk shit over here.
I like Jameis, but I feel like he's shit. Andy Dalton is doing good, but he ain't the answer here. None of these guys gonna be on my team.
What we're talking about?
All right. I'm gonna explain this one more time, and I'm gonna put my face up here. Okay. I'm gonna listen, brother. Listen. I love Jameis in many ways, but I hate him in many ways too. because I believe we shouldn't even have a discussion.
Which is it?
Could you listen to me?
Which
Before
is
you
it?
cut
That's
me
all
off?
I need to
No,
know.
you disrespectful, so I'm gonna mute your ass. You my son. Now listen to daddy.
Oh, that's your son?
Yes, that's my son. Now
Damn.
listen what the point what I'm making to you, Hootie, is this. I was high on Mr. James. It still is. It still is. But he's not an exception to criticism. I expected him to be better than all of y'all. The prompt was, I'm very upset with his approach to his body and some of the things that he is doing. When I expected him to come in here and show Tom Brady ass. I'm disappointed in Jameis Winston. When he started the season, when he was under Sean Payton never threw for 300 yards, but one time. Sean Payton kept him from his old identity, kept him from being erratic.
Yeah.
Sean Payton kept that man from being Tampa Bay's quarterback. What you guys don't understand is this.
I think he just proved our point.
I didn't prove anything.
No, you said he only drew one 300-yard game, I think, with Sean Payton.
Well, could I make the point what I'm making to you? The point what I'm
yeah.
telling you is I'm not sitting here waiting for him to be great. I'm not going to sit here and wait for him, his back injuries and all this other shit. The football, NFL means not for long, and it doesn't matter who you are.
Tom Brady.
He got to catch up. Well, you said Tom Brady. How many times Tom Brady been out? How many games he has missed in his seasons?
Not many.
Shit. Which are not many. Besides
That's
the
the point what I'm making to you, brother. The point what I'm saying is availability has to play off with this thing too. We can't keep waiting for Jameis to be healthy, brother.
Because this is his year.
Jameis ain't got it then, and he ain't got it now. I'm waiting for him to take Andy's job. By mid-season, he will be if he put his shit together, and if Andy mess it up, he can still get in and be a good quarterback. That's why I keep going side to side. But right now, as to play what I see, one thing about me in the baddest sports talk, I go by what I see. I'm not going to keep kissing no goddamn ass on no damn person who I see playing like trash. He's been trash. And when he plays to the ability that he needs to be, then I'm going to put him on the pedestal. As of right now, he ain't shit.
You need some
He's
contact.
like Teddy Shitwater. Teddy Bridgewater was Shitwater. And look, he was 5-0 with the Saints, and then he left and became Shitwater again. So as soon as I want this man to be great. I want Jameis to be great. But Jameis got to be want to be great. He ain't no cheerleader, dude.
All right. I want you to get eye surgery and some glasses. Because I don't know what the hell you be seeing.
Let me break it down. Let me break the point.
After you break it down, I'm gonna let somebody else.
That sounds a lot better, Nas. Go ahead.
Let me break it down, guys, to both y'all points. You're both constructively cruising to factual on both y'all ends. Yeah, injuries have in with Jameis's issues. The bruised ankle are publicly researched. So of what
we're gonna have to take you down right now because you don't get your damn mic, man.
No.
Nas, you can get mad on me all you want. Your shit.
Who this is? Who we got?
Jamie is Miles. Go ahead, Doc.
Who
I don't know what the hell I was just hearing.
Who is this that just popped in the bad?
Jamie. Go ahead, Jamie.
This is still Michael Thomas.
Oh, it's still Michael Thomas, okay?
Who is this
Okay,
in the middle then?
Well, he didn't moved over. Well, somebody did I bring? No, we got Jamie this time. Jamie is mine. Jamie's whatever your name. Do you want to talk, dude? Hello. Your ass removed too.
Oscar.
Larry.
I'm gonna bring him on again. Jamie. Jamies is Mill MID. Do you want to speak?
Jamie is.
That's Jameis.
Jameis is mid.
Jameis?
Oscar.
Yeah, he out of there. He out of there. He out of there. He out of there. He can't talk. He can't talk.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Well, Larry and
Nas, have you got your mic fixed yet so we can actually hear you talk?
Y'all get me?
Yep.
I don't know why it's time for me to take a goddamn nap.
Y'all hear me good?
Time for you to take a nap, my man. It's just time for you to get out of surgery. It's okay.
It's time for you to stop fucking having faith in Jameis. Because you just love some Jameis. You got his profile up here. You are biased.
Hey,
Already you are biased. Including your ass is biased.
Guys.
Hey, didn't you tell everybody on your channel that I speak the facts and I keep us all,
You do, but you're still biased. You're still biased to your quarterback. You still love your quarterback. I like your other. Can I love your other takes? Can I love your other takes other than talking about Jameis and his shameless?
Guys. Y'all can hear me good?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can I like you without talking about Jameis?
Hey guys, back to y'all, both y'all points about it.
Go ahead, talk. Go ahead, brother. I hope your shit ain't messed up. Go ahead, Nas.
Y'all, both of y'all points make points. Because with the situation with James, the fact that this is his year, he dictates the rest of his career. Whether is he considered a starting quarterback, caliber quarterback or not, to this point in his career. 8 years, man. Almost 10 years into the league. That's a heavy carry. And you a 8-year man and an injury, 2 major injuries on one that's like it's minor, it's career based. 4 back fractures playing a hurt on that. That's it. When you play 4 back fractures, a 6 to 12 week injury, that should tell you should not be playing that. Because you're hurting.
Nas, do you ever go? Nas, do you ever go on a replay, son? Do you ever go back and hear yourself? Do you ever go back and hear yourself?
Oh my God!
We trying to hear.
Hang on. I think I can hear you good now. Hang on. Try it again now.
You guys good?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now go ahead, man.
So Winston's like year. He's one of those cases that's just been one of those unfortunate ups and downs. Like 1 minute he's doing good. He's up, got that one big flash. You're ready to see. Oh, Jameis Winston. We about to finally see the Winston we want to see. Take us to the land. We get to see him shine. But the reality is down like a pit. Just like ball and drop pit. It's not what we expected. It's just like Lord James. Okay, he'll be all right. No, and don't cry. He'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? He's just being a teammate now. He's no saying we can do his job. That reverts back to. It reverts back to them letting them do their job. System quarterbacks. They all
Larry, you a fool, man.
oh my god.
It's just echoing a lot. That's why we laughing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Look,
it's like you might
Dom,
say yay, yay, yay.
I don't know what it is in your background.
Yeah, it's echoing a lot.
Boy, it sound like he DJing over there.
Hey, 504.
Scratch.
I'm gonna mute
Let him
his
go,
ass.
let him-
God damn it, I'm muting you. Go ahead, Hootie.
Go ahead, Hootie.
No, I just wanted to ask, what is your son's name?
That's EJ. He's the host.
I'm EJ 504.
Oh, DJ, and then we got Larry.
EJ.
Oh, EJ, my bad.
Yeah.
He's the
Oh,
host.
okay, so EJ and Larry, man, I'd like
I'm
to
the
recruit
co-host.
y'all
I'm
to
the
the Hoodie Jew podcast. You know, I would like to get y'all off this channel because I do feel bad for y'all dealing with the dad over here. Sometimes I feel a little bad, one day I'm in here listening, I'm like, oh yeah, I love what this guy's saying, and then I pop on the podcast and he totally turns the opposite. I'm like, whoa.
Hey, look, we understand what you talking about, man. Look, this is why we created this podcast, because we want everyone, to be able to state their opinions and all going to be able to go say what they have to say and not worry about everybody else, opinions, and shoot that down. We obviously know my dad, has a difference in the take. He obviously likes Andy Dalton. He does not trust Jameis Winston at all.
I don't like Andy Dalton. Stop that.
But like I said, that's why I'm glad we got guys like you and Michael Thomas here that's brave enough to come on here and talk about your opinions and join the chat. And actually, y'all made both great points on here, especially you, Hooley. But y'all both made great points on here, about what's going on in this quarterback situation, because it's a big topic. It's a big topic of conversation that we need to have. Andy Dalton is playing very well, but what's going to happen, if Jameis Winston gets 100% healthy, and do we stop the train of Andy Dalton if he's still winning at that time, or do we just go ahead and we put Jameis back out there once he's fully healthy? So that's the thing about it, And that's the biggest thing in the Saints fan base, is that we've been having this divide about Andy Dalton and Jameis Winston. And you would think.
Let me speak to Hootie. Let me tell you something, dude.
Ooh, I like it when you speak to me, sir. Come on. Bring it.
I let you talk. You said it. Listen. You don't know but a Campbell soup. I got many more platforms, and I got probably like many more of following all over the place. Everybody knows who I am. You may not know who I am, but I got two different names on these platforms. Okay, but the point what I'm making to you is I'm not the kiss ass. I don't sit here and I'm not biased to one guy. I don't have a dog in this fight when it comes to Andy Dalton or Jameis Winston. My quarterback was Drew Brees. Drew Brees is gone now. I'm sitting here. I don't believe that the Saints quarterback is in our future. The quarterback of the future is in our damn locker room right now. That's just my opinion. Whether it's Andy or Jameis Winston. I spoke of many things, and one of the things that I spoke, sir, was the fact that I believe that Jameis should be better than what he is. I gave a lot of, if anybody goes to my my group, I was one of the biggest Jameis Winston fans. But it's a difference of being a fan, and it's a difference of being realistic. And as of right now, I'm going with the guy who is actually helping us win. I'm about winning with the Saints. It's not about having a fan favorite player. That's what it is about here on the Batter Sports Talk. And you can't never take somebody over there to Judy, because we have always built our platform. Our platform was built somewhere else. Okay, sir?
Hey,
oh, yeah.
Hey, Hooley, look, I'll definitely support your podcast, man.
Oh, no,
look,
I was messing with you. I was messing with him to say,
hey, man, I definitely support your
I was
podcast,
fucking with
man.
him.
I'm just glad that you hey, I hope y'all already subscribed. I know Michael Thomas been quiet. Michael, I don't know if you were confused right now, or if you just everything.
He's liking the action. He's enjoying the show.
Is you still there, Mike?
I like both quarterbacks. I like Jan. I told you, EJ. I said if Andy struggles in the first half, what did we say in the pregame, Larry? I said if the first half happens where Andy struggles, Jameis is going to take over and come in the second half. Didn't I say that, Larry? He's going to come over and take over in the second half.
Yeah.
Oh, you wasn't there.
Yeah.
Well, who was there? Was you there, Adrian?
Yeah, I was there. Hooley said he heard it.
I heard you say it.
I said that that it's a temporary thing with Andy. Mm-hmm. My quarterback has always been, in my thinking, is Jameis. But I got to see Jameis take that shit. I got to be both ways, brother, because it's not Jameis against Andy. It's the Saints. I'm a Saints fan. Beyond all these guys, I'm a Saints fan. And I love both of these guys. At the end of the day, we're gonna need Jameson in. I keep telling people we're gonna need that boy. And the reason why he's supporting the team, because he knows that Andy's not better than him. A dude don't clap like that when he don't know. He knows that dude. He knows that eventually I'm gonna take my place.
Yeah.
And they're gonna need me. But as of right now, as me, I'm riding with who the quarterback is. It don't matter. If it was Taysom, y'all. That's all I'm saying.
I'm glad we all know.
Y'all putting heat on me like I'm just.
Nobody's putting heat on you, my man. We're just messing with you. But at the same time, I'm on your side and I get what you're saying. But the part where you lose me a lot is when you say Jameis is disappointing you right now.
He has. I expect him right now. I was expecting Jameis. I expect Jameis to be the best quarterback in the NFC.
How can he do that when
he reminded me of
he's
what
hurt. He's hurt.
I didn't know the injuries were going to happen. Listen, at the time, I was thinking him being what y'all see that boy got from Detroit, what the Rams did with getting your boy from Detroit. Okay? I was thinking Jameis was going to have that same impact.
You talking about Matthew Stafford?
Matthew Stafford. I see, because what's the difference between Jameis and Matthew Stafford? Nothing. What's the difference stats-wise?
Well, the thing is, Jameis is hurt right now, man. Jameis
oh, well, that's what but y'all want me to give excuses about his. Listen, the backup quarterback is winning, and I'm going to go with the backup right now because the backup quarterback is my quarterback.
Yeah, we understand that. But when you
if I'm a Saints fan, it shouldn't be no division.
Yeah, but I'm saying when you're trashing Jameis, but he's injured, that's where we come in. We like, what's up with that? Like, he's injured. Now,
tell Michael Thomas he hasn't
been kicked out. So who the heck is this?
No. Michael Thomas. Hold on. Tell Michael Thomas he didn't get kicked. He came in with a different name. Let me put him back.
Who is this right here then?
Whatever this shit is, all right. I'm going to this guy.
I wouldn't give a damn if it was Benny the bum playing quarterback. If he playing good football and winning, I wouldn't give a damn.
Yeah, that's the whole thing about it. You know, as long as
Michael Thomas, are you there? Because you got two names up here on the board, brother.
Who are you? Who sent you?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, tell Michael Thomas his old stream is not gone.
Hey, Mike, is that you right there?
Tell him he's on mute. Tell him unmute his mic. That's probably what the problem. Now he muted. Yeah, he took his whole self out, period. No, we didn't take nobody out. We didn't take the other guy out.
Oh, man, we ain't about to bother with that.
Good question.
Yeah, we ain't about to worry about it. But
so like I said, I understand your dad's side of everything. I think maybe y'all understand where I'm trying to come from. He supports Jameis, and he knows we're going to need Jameis eventually, but we're going to rock with Andy right now. I mean, Doug, because Jameis ain't fully healthy, but I'm saying we can't blame the way Jameis basically played, because that was basically didn't sound like fault for playing this man injured. Like, the dude's not 100. Like that's where I'm coming from. Like, if I hear that out of your dad, I'd be like, okay, I understand you. But when you just trashing him and saying he's not it, and he disappointed me, well, Doug, he was hurt.
The defense, I gave criticism to Hootie. Hootie, you got to understand that Dennis Allen's supposed to be known. He's supposed to be known as a defensive guy. Okay, so being known as a defensive guy, one of the things that Dennis didn't do, he did not allow he should allow his defensive coordinators to coordinate the defense, and him being a head coach. One of the disrespectful things to being a head coach, Dennis should not be calling the plays on defense. He should allow them 2 guys to run that defense. That's the problem right now. We got 3 guys running the defense. When it comes down to the offensive football game, it takes time for offense to gel. It was unfair for Pete Carmichael.
What
It was unfair for Jameis Winston. It was unfair for all of them because the first couple of games where you lost Sean Payton. Sean Payton is gone. So you now got a new system. It's not a system change, but you got a new quarterback. Basically, I can't say new quarterback, but everything is just timing. Timing is everything. Jameis didn't even have preseason. 1 game of preseason, a half. He had a half to score a touchdown. Do y'all understand how hard that is for a quarterback? When you talk about this team in the preseason, that's why I said Andy was more equipped right now because he played more preseason games with the team. Jameis didn't have that. Jameis didn't have the continuity with the team. I think Jameis is going to benefit us in the long run than the short run. Y'all watch and see what I'm telling you. Jameis is going to take over. I don't perceive no injury. It's just something going to happen with Andy and the team. Jameis is going to keep us winning. He's going to get hot. He's going to be healthy. It won't be no excuses. I still believe in Jameis Winston.
That's what I'm talking about. Don't waste your money on that surgery now for your eyes. I was just joking.
But I don't think that you listen to me.
Can you handle that? There may be a possibility that Jameis Winston, there's a point that he gets 100% during the season, and that we're riding high and we're on a winning streak with Andy Dalton, and Jameis Winston takes his spot out of nowhere. Could you live with that?
Well, we had that happen. We had that happen with Teddy Shitwater. Shitwater was 5-0, and Drew Brees came back and took the game and took us to the playoffs.
Yeah,
that happens in the game.
I
know it's not fair. It is what it is. You're going to go with the most talented thrower when it gets down to it. Andy can't throw like Jameis. I've seen it in multiple fashions. Like when we were throwing the ball, that ball should have been intercepted on it was a part in the game. Now, y'all know I've been drinking a couple of beers, but listen, there was a ball. There was a ball that was strode, and Andy should have threw that interception, but it wasn't intercepted. The dude dropped the ball. It was out of bounds, okay, to the far sideline.
Yeah, you talking about the forced ball? Yeah, that he threw
forced ball. Yes.
Yeah.
So the point, what I'm saying is, there's going to come a time where Jameis will be needed. He's going to be needed. Right now, we need Andy to hold that shit down, bro. And if you against Andy, you're against the Saints.
Well, I don't think nobody's against Andy. I just think we believe that Jameis still is a valuable quarterback out there and that he can still help this football team. Michael Thomas, I know you've been out, going in and out and everything. Michael Thomas, I want to ask you that individually yourself as well. Do you believe that Jameis Winston can take over and win with this team?
Yeah, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, I don't he's not good against the blitz, and if he starts again, they're just gonna blitz this all game.
That's the problem all Saints fans have. He's talking like me.
He's not. You know what happens when they blitz, right?
Bro.
That's when the offense called different plays. That's what Tom Brady did this year. Why we didn't sack Tom Brady that much in the first game? Because they got the ball out of his hand in 1 second, 2 seconds. They made plays out to make sure we didn't get to him.
That's coaching adjustments.
That's what we got to do with Jameis. We got to change the adjustments for him.
Well, why can't Jameis do like Andy's doing, calling adjustments at the line and stuff like that? At one point,
The
The
motherfucker
coaching
was
has
hurt,
changed.
destroying everything, and we didn't even have a split game. You know, run plays and all that to where we can change plays. They knew what was going on. It was going to be passed all damn game. So he just went with it, but he said, "F it."
Larry, you was on to something with that. Like, think about that. That's a different coach. I like. Nobody ain't talking about how Sean Payton and Pete Carmichael are two different people. Okay, and yeah, they've run a lot of similar stuff, but stuff has changed. Okay, so for you to say that, okay, it's easy for James to go at the line of scrimmage and change the plays and change the schemes up. That is hard. That is hard on the quarterback. Okay, I mean, the best thing the Saints could do right now is do that for him. You know, coach it just for him. Okay, like I know a lot of y'all feel like, okay, Jameis Winston should be he's been in the league for 8 seasons and all this. He should be able to do that on his own and all that. But not everyone can do that. I know everybody been spoiled by Drew Brees. Drew Brees was a different man. That's a Hall of Fame quarterback. He could do that. Okay, he's been in the Saints office for many years, 10 plus years. Okay, Jameis Winston not the same way.
You mean to tell me he can't even call out a blitz protection like Andy does? Like,
They're not blitzing Andy like they did Jameis though.
huh?
They're not blitzing Andy like they did Jameis because they know Andy
But Larry, what are
can
you
shut him up.
trying to do, Larry? What are you trying to do? You
They
know,
are.
I mean, Larry, the team
They
is
literally have a.
responding. Larry, the team is responding under Andy Dalton. Are you trying to revert back to that shit?
Ain't nobody reverting back to nothing.
They literally have a.
See, the point I keep making is that the coaching has evolved since then.
Right.
The coach has got a better
That's what y'all
understanding of what's
missing.
going on. The
Every
coaching has
504
evolved. The
Michael
coaching has
Thomas,
got
y'all
better.
are missing the fact that the coaching is not the same that it was those
But
first three.
you the coach, all right? You the coach. Both of y'all the coach. Okay, they evolved. Unfortunately, they evolved. They evolved around the backup guy, right? They just evolved, right?
They had to.
All right. If that's all good, they evolved around the. So what we gonna do with the backup guy? To sit his ass down?
You just said it. It happens. Drew Brees took over from Teddy Bridgewater after
It's not time though. It's not time,
Bro, they
Not now. When
Until
Jameis is
Jameis
fully
get
healthy,
healthy,
we said that.
he's gonna sit on that
when
pine.
he gets fully healthy, yeah, we'll do it. But not now. We didn't say
Not right now, because he's not fully healthy yet.
All right, then, because I'm trying to see where y'all sanity at.
I wouldn't do it, to be honest.
I'm just trying to see where y'all sanity at, because if
It's economics. Say, bro, it's basic economics.
I'm trying to figure y'all out right now.
Say, bro, it's basic economics. They paying Andy Dalton what the veteran minimum.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with you saying. But I'm saying if the Saints are winning and this guy can't get on the field with his ankle and his back,
sit his ass down. Sit him down.
Right, he's been.
Are you going to go with an injured guy?
I said that's in the jump. Put him down.
We've been saying that the whole time. We've been saying that the whole time. We ain't saying nothing about.
I said the best.
We have not said
the best
about
chance to
playing
win
Jameis
right
while
now
he's hurt.
is Andy Dalton.
Nobody say nothing about playing.
That's all I
Jameis while
said.
he's hurt.
But see, the thing is,
he's healthy.
but see, the thing is, it's really not a quarterback controversy. The fans and the media making it out to be a controversy. It's not a controversy. It's not a competition.
Correct.
It is what it is.
Look. Everybody know who's the better quarterback out of the two. Okay, let's not make this complicated. We know that who's the better quarterback.
Everybody don't know shit.
The bottom line is one is injured and couldn't perform, so he had to sit his ass down. Now the backup is in there doing.
One guy been to the playoffs 4 times. One guy never been.
That's why he's playing.
All right.
That's
I got a perfect example for y'all. Andy Dalton and Cooper. I mean, not Dak Prescott
and Cooper
Rush. Look at what just happened with Dak Prescott and Cooper Rush.
Hold on.
Look at just what happened with you.
Son, I taught you better than that.
No, wait, hang on. Why isn't Cooper Rush still the starting quarterback?
Are you comparing Dak Prescott to Cooper Rush?
I'm saying, like
a guy who's been in the playoffs, got pedigree, to a guy that's saying. Cooper Rush is Teddy Bridgewater. a guy that's good enough to hold you down this season. 5 games.
You don't think
What
Andy Dalton
I
is
told
that
you about
good?
that 5-game shit?
You don't think Andy Dalton is that either?
Hey, y'all.
I don't know what Andy Dalton is in the Saints offense. I don't.
So you don't see Andy Dalton as being Cooper Rush in this situation?
Andy Dalton in the Saints offense and the way the Saints use the game. You know, do y'all remember Drew Brees before Sean Payton?
I said right foot creep. Ooh.
Drew was still good though. Drew was still good. He hurt that shoulder.
Systems play a lot with great quarterbacks with making the great.
Why is it so hard for you to switch? You can switch Dak Prescott. You can go back to Dak Prescott, but you can't go back to Jameis Winston.
If Dak Prescott was the quarterback of the Saints, we'll be in the Super Bowl right now. We'll be going to the Super Bowl. Dak Prescott is better than Jameis Winston. I'm just saying.
I ain't gonna argue with you with that. I ain't even finna argue you with that. I'm
They
not about
have
to do that.
I'm just saying.
I think
I know Hootie would change that number 2.
I think they're about what and what. I think they're about what and what, to tell you the truth.
I don't know, bro. After what I saw today, I don't know.
You know why? Because Dak had a point to prove. Dak had to come back and say, "This is my job, motherfucker."
You know what?
Jameis got a point to prove. Jameis should have a point to prove.
All right, then. So, Larry, you just brought up a great point.
Oh
you
my
don't
God!
think Jameis Winston won't come out there the next time he play and try
I
to
don't
play
know.
his
I
ass
don't know. I don't know.
How do you not know that?
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. Let me see it, and I'll come on here. I'll be the first to apologize to you and Hootie. Ooh.
Well,
Hey.
we got to play the same game I've been playing. Wait and see. That's all I've been doing all season. Wait and see, because I'm waiting to see when we get all our pieces back and see what we're gonna actually look like.
Gray. Your whole face might turn fucking gray by the time I see your ass.
Go ahead, Michael Thomas.
Wait. I was gonna say I was still on that that blitzing thing. Like they had like a post on Twitter where like I forgot what team it was, but like they blitzed the same amount of times as they did Jameis, but Andy caught out like all the blitzes and stuff. So it kind of like made it.
What you're saying is you feel like Jameis Winston don't have the scheme, like he doesn't know how to scheme protect. He doesn't have the mind as Andy Dalton does as far as scheme protection.
He has better talent than Andy Dalton, but he doesn't have like he's not able to read defenses like Andy Dalton or like
What you're doing, Larry. You keep pointing to the brain
because it's mental,
right?
I say that it's mental.
Right.
Yeah, his mind is not.
And that's why I respect you, Larry, because despite the love for him, you do know that was the same problem with Aaron Brooks. Aaron had all the tools, and he was a damn good player. But when it came down to it, something was missing. And we want to see number 2 fucking all of us, man. Why would you think I would be against number 2, man? Winston has had opportunities after opportunities, brother, to be a great quarterback, man. I just want the Saints to win. How long should we get back to? Should we be 2-11 by the time we let him get a chance? The Saints fans should want us to win before a quarterback.
Yeah.
We won today, and y'all are still fighting over these 2 quarterbacks. We won today, and y'all didn't say how good Andy Dalton was today.
Hang on. We talked about that.
No.
That's the first thing I said.
Jameis should not even be a conversation.
Earlier in the show, we talked about how
should not even be a conversation today. But you guys are talking about Jameis Winston.
Because we having to defend him. That's why.
Why?
Because y'all
defend a bench guy. Defend somebody who's not playing.
Y'all are slandering Jameis Winston.
Slander what? Splendid what? He's not played. He didn't play. When the last time he has played?
And the last time he played
Since
good.
Tampa Bay.
So why are we not? Oh my God! All right, why are we not talking about the team today that we beat? That
We
all
did
you
talk-
got. Some
we
people
did talk about all that.
We did talk about that. We talked
We
about that.
talked about all that.
But
All
we're
that,
spending like an hour on y'all
all that was addressed.
fetish for this guy number 2.
You just trying to deflect.
Now who
You don't want to
on his screen.
No, I'm going after the falsehoods. That's what I'm going after, the falsehoods and the false narratives.
Right.
That's what I get tired of with Jameis Winston.
The only thing
But
about
see-
this is that I don't want fans out there to sit there and go after this man Nick and paint bad narratives about this
Okay, we
guy.
win next week. It's gonna be the same shit. Fans do what fans do. You know it, EJ. Fans
I
go
don't pay no
behind
mind to
it.
that. I don't pay no mind to that.
Well, y'all didn't say that when Drew Brees was going through it, when Teddy Bridgewater was on a 5-game winning streak, and y'all was murdering.
Drew Brees is a damn
Call
Hall
Drew
of
Brees
Fame.
a noodle off.
That is a
Y'all
Hall
call
of
Drew
Fame
Brees a
quarterback.
noodle off. But bro,
That is a Hall of Fame quarterback. He don't
Bruh.
That was Drew's job, though.
bro,
That
man.
was Drew's job. It was Drew's job.
bruh,
Like we already knew.
You know what? I'm gonna give y'all the receipts when this over with. I'm gonna go into
Bring them up.
and
Bring them up.
show y'all, and your ass is probably in the middle of it.
All right, now check this out. Let me give y'all Jameis Winston right quick, because everybody be saying, but let me give you Jameis Winston. I understand what Michael Thomas saying, but let me give you Jameis Winston right quick. Jameis give us great things and flashes. Like 1 minute he looking like he lost out there, but the next thing you know, that switch come on, boom, and he bop, 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 touchdown.
That's what
He
I feel
connecting
how
on
great
everything.
he is, man.
We need the only thing we looking for is for Jameis to give us a whole movie. We don't just want the picture. We don't want the snapshot. We want the movie.
Yeah.
We need him to piece it all together and maintain it. That's the only thing everybody's saying about Jameis. We want more than the snapshot.
Right against Jameis. We just want the dude to get it together, man. Who can? I want to ask y'all a question. Why would anybody hate Jameis? Jameis funny as hell.
Yeah.
Jameis he's a father. He's a great provider. He's a great man for one. So I could jump back on the Jameis bandwagon if he would just be Jameis and do Jameis. Be real, man. Bruh, y'all can't get mad with me for wanting the Saints to win.
Nobody got mad at you for that. We got mad at you for trashing Jameis.
We
You
get
saying
mad
one
with your
time
ass.
you saying
We
he's
get
good,
mad
and
with
the
your
next day you
ass.
saying he's
We
bad.
get mad with your ass for coming on here, sitting up here with a goddamn avatar with Jameis with a man crush on a goddamn man who ain't producing.
He ain't producing because he's injured right now. That's why he's not
No,
producing.
you woulda, coulda, shoulda. You no different than Jim Moore.
See, he's mad because we telling them the truth. That's the funny part. He gets mad when we tell the truth.
Excuses, hootie hoo.
See, that's what we love about him, EJ. He gets angry because he knows we telling the truth. We telling him the right thing. We telling him the facts, and he gets mad about it because it's on his show.
Hey man,
We totally understand
this
that.
guy all my life, man. I've been dealing with him all my life, man.
I feel bad, EJ. It's okay though. It's okay.
Well, let me ask you a question. Let me
I
ask
got
you,
people like him on my show too.
Let me ask you a question, Hootie. You didn't know that was my son, did you?
No, until you told me, and I was like, damn. I was wondering how he dealt with you the whole show. Every time I watch, I'm like, how did you deal with this guy? Now I know it's your son. I'm like, what?
Why you didn't think that was my son?
No, I said I didn't know.
I mean, you don't see the young buck over there. You didn't see the old buck right here.
No, I didn't know it was your son because I see one smart guy and then I see a kind of smart guy. A kind of smart guy. I didn't say how you done. I said he's kind of smart.
No. We see that you a butt lover for a goddamn unproducing person. You are unconditional lover of unproduced shit. I come from an era of producing. That's the difference between me and you, sir. I'm about winning, and you about unachieving. Winning is about where I come from. You come from, but just because you are unconditional lover of sorriness.
Okay, so you're saying I don't want my team to win. So I'm
Because
just
you got
telling you.
number 2 on when you should have number 14 on because 14 won the day. 14 won the day.
Yeah, and I came on the show and I said congratulations to my Andy.
You didn't say nothing about. You didn't say nothing about that man.
Yes,
you
I
just
did.
keep on talking about how great you sat here.
Don't make me
and
show
talked
you the
about how
receipts now,
great
my brother.
this-
Don't make
this
me
suck.
show you the receipts now.
You sat here and talked about
EJ
how
heard me
great.
say Andy Dalton was doing good today, and I was proud of him. And then
You
we got
didn't say
into the
you was proud of
conversation.
Andy Dalton.
He
And then you
did come
trashing
on
my
this
boy.
show. And
James, I had to cut you
shout
off
out
when you
Andy
trashed him.
Dalton now. He did shout out Andy Dalton now. Come on now.
Thank you.
I have told you who that
Hootie-hoo.
I have told you that I still got an opening for Jameis. Haven't I said that, Larry?
Yes, I love that, but I can't.
But right now,
that says
James,
I got to open.
Larry, what I said.
Right.
I tried.
Don't make me believe that.
But I have tried.
You are flipping it. You
No,
You're making it like one. You're making like
I
delusional.
flipped the shit. I flipped the shit on Andy also. See, he's new to the channel. So you haven't came here when I went to trashing Andy and talking about his flaws. So you just coming on here.
I don't remember you trashing Andy now. Hey, go now. You was waiting on Andy.
Get him, son. That's
Larry,
what I'm talking about.
Larry.
He dug in his ass last week though.
I give you that. Last week. That was last week though. Because
it don't matter.
There was no
It don't matter, bro. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter.
No denying what Andy Dalton did last
because
week.
he didn't give me a reason. He threw interceptions. He threw 3 interceptions in one fucking game, bro. Why would I not trash the dude? You're talking to the wrong dude.
2 of those weren't his fault though.
See, look, this is how I feel.
When
I
he got
understand
hit.
you can trash the guy.
Don't
when
be
he does
coming up
bad.
here and talk about what's not his fault. He threw 3 interceptions and then caught
No.
Right. Speak up to a mic. Help me out.
EJ, you know what he sounds like? He sounds like those regular fans that just, get pissed off when something bad happens, so they feel like they got to trash the dude when the dude's really not that bad. They just want to trash, and they want this quarterback in now because this quarterback's bad.
I heard those before.
Yeah, it is, I hear that all the time. Trust me.
Oh, how old are you, man? Who? How old are you? Who, Huddy? Who, Juby? Who?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 27, sir.
You're a baby. Shut the fuck up.
Hey,
you are out of your life. Don't you ever come on here talking to me on a guy who root for the Saints since 1982. Don't you ever come over here talking to me.
Really root for it?
Don't you? You don't know nothing about. You don't know nothing about cha-ching. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. You don't know shit what you talking about. Don't you come over here talking to me. I can be your daddy. I can be your daddy. I can be your daddy.
The young generation of Saints fans know what we talking about, man. I'll be coming around here just because you was doggone going through the
Y'all are 2006. Y'all are 2006 Saints fans. Y'all are 2006 Saints fans. Please don't come over here. I came from Steve Walsh, baby. Too cold. Too cold. Don't come over here. Don't you start it. Cha-ching and shit. Y'all don't come on with this baby bullshit. This baby Saints fan. I went through Bobby freaking A-Bear.
Bobby freaking A-Bear, boy. Yeah, this show getting heated. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, Michael Thomas. Don't be sitting there talking about Andy Dalton didn't throw the 3 interceptions, man. He threw only one of them was by Callaway's fault. Them other 2 had no excuses.
No, one of them he got hit, and then the ball got tipped and went into the other dude's hands. And the other,
I want to hear that. That man threw that damn ball in the back of the end zone with three boys on old dude in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, that one was a bad going to lie.
2 of them was his fault. 1 of them was Callaway's fault.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I'm loving this. You know what I'm saying? We get heated, man.
Look, man. Like I said, I appreciate y'all boys for coming on, man. We are on here. What we're gonna do is Wednesdays we get on to do our weekly reports on Wednesday, and every Sunday we do our pregame and postgame shows, man. So tell your friends, man. Tell anybody you know, come subscribe so they can come on here and talk some smack talk as well on the page and everything.
I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared to bring it over 504. EJ, you cool and hey,
Larry.
but
I love Larry. They don't know shit. These young
I don't think Larry's on your side, man. You might want to rethink that. Larry's not on your side.
Look, I stick to the facts.
What's up,
I
puppy
stick to the
doggy?
facts.
Hey, Huli, look, make sure you drop in the chat too as well what your podcast is so we can go ahead and subscribe to you, man, and go ahead and make sure we show the love over there and everything. And we're going to subscribe to you as well, Mr. Michael Thomas, man. We appreciate you for coming on, man. The biggest thing of the day, man, is we won today. You know, now we got to go ahead and get ready for the Baltimore Ravens, man.
We like that.
On Monday night. We got Mike. Well, hopefully Michael Thomas, the real Michael Thomas, comes out and ready to play. Hopefully we get Jarvis Landry. Hopefully we get Marshawn Lattimore all ready to play, man. But like I said, man, we're gonna break this out tonight, man. Who that, baby? And I love y'all.
Hopefully we get Evan Brooks.
Y'all please subscribe to Hootie Juby. Please subscribe to that brother. Even though he think I'm an old ass man, to get off.
No, I dealt with people running to you in my
He said that I said get off my lawn. Get off my lawn. Please subscribe to that young man. I don't give a shit what he's talking about. You don't even understand me. You don't understand what you heard me. You don't really know how the gutter I can get. You heard me? Because this is the baddest sports show podcast. I get gutter with the gutter. It is what it is. You heard me?
Wait till you come on my show. I'm a gutter you.
We gonna come to look. We don't. The batters go anywhere. We'll bring our ass over there. You gonna mute the shit out of me.
Hey,
I'm the mouth of the South. I'm the real mouth of the South. I'm the real mouth of the South.
Don't forget what you said earlier. I'm a funny guy, so don't forget. I got those videos and those clips to hit for a guy like you. I prepared for people.
How the hell you think I know you? How the hell do you think I know you?
That's what I'm saying. Because you love the truth.
I was subscribed to you before you subscribed to me.
What talking about? Come on, man.
Talking that shit, man. I've been subscribed to you. You need to go look and see who subscribed to you, man, because I've been subscribed to you.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I'm subbed to you.
I give love to all my podcasting people, my brothers out there. Anybody that's out there that support the Saints, I subscribe to all of them. The baddest don't hate. We don't hate. We might be new on this platform, but we've been on Facebook for how you did what? Yeah, since Facebook was designed, we one of the oldest pages that been going on. We started the actual live. People copied off our shit.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, like I said, guys, you know who that baby, and the Pels won tonight as well. So we got double.
What a night, huh, EJ? What a night.
Yeah. So and hey, we need more
Zion. Zion did it, EJ.
Yeah, we need more fans to support the Pelicans, man. I'm telling y'all, this team is a damn championship contending team when healthy. I'm telling y'all. So, like I said, man, there's a lot to be thankful for and to be happy about today. We got 2 dubs in the state of Louisiana, baby. So,
what about Tulane, man? Let's support Tulane.
Tulane
let's support the Greenway, man. The
LSU.
LSU Tigers, Tulane.
Hey, they got a big game this weekend against Bama, man.
Bama.
Who wants the West, man? Who wants it better? So, man, it's gonna be it's getting very interesting, man.
Who that, y'all? Though I gotta roll out. Go get ready.
Who that, baby? Y'all go ahead and enjoy the rest of y'all Sundays, and we'll see y'all Wednesday.
Breaking news. Barry Sanders is getting a statue, y'all. Well deserved.
Awesome.
Well deserved. The greatest running back in NFL history, in my opinion, Barry Sanders. Wow.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Awesome. Thank you, Derek Turner, for giving us that info. Larry, you know damn well these youngsters don't know shit. Come up on here.
Michael Thomas, how old are you, Michael Thomas? If you're still there.
Michael Thomas, you still on?
Yeah.
How old are you, baby boy?
21.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you sound like it. You sound like it.
Yeah, it's the same age as your ass.
Hey,
And got the nerves that got well, you 23. We got the nerves to be challenging such a debonair 47.
hey, man, look, hey, I'm telling y'all, look, us young Saints fans, man, the ones that experienced the Super Bowl, you know, and didn't have to experience all them bags on y'all heads and everything, man. We know who we talking
Y'all
about.
don't know shit.
I'm telling y'all now.
Y'all don't know nothing.
I'm telling y'all, look, we was here before Drew Brees, and we gonna be here after Drew Brees.
No, you was in our nuts, but you wasn't here. Larry, there's a lot they got to learn. But they got a lot to learn, man. I understood what the young man was talking about. Like I keep telling you.
Nas, let him know, Nas, and the young generation out here, man. We out here.
Nas better sit his ass down. Nas better get his damn internet together. This morning, Nas was on a roll with the internet.
Right?
He sounds so clear.
What happened to him?
You know? So, Saints fans, Pelicans fans, Saints fans, we won today, baby.
And hey, Larry, let me ask you this too. Larry, what platform are you on Madden and I know you got 2K as well,
huh? I don't play basketball.
Okay, you just play Madden. What you got, Xbox or PlayStation?
I got Xbox One.
Okay, all right. Damn. I was gonna see.
You're gonna try to play you.
I need to get you. I need to get you to go ahead and get on PlayStation though, for real, man. We got ballers over there on that side.
I've been on Xbox for years. Like that PlayStation remote is like foreign to me.
Yeah. That's how I am with the PlayStation. Like the Xbox is foreign to me. Like
EJ, you got your Uncle Henry said, "Come on, PS5."
Oh yeah. I know Uncle Henry on that. Look, Uncle Henry be on there on the PS5. We be on there. We be on there. I already know.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm fighting dogs right now. But who that? We had a Flock Nation. Shout out to Flock Nation. We had a great night. I didn't even watch the Pelicans game because I was on here. But I can sit there and tell y'all, what a night to be a New Orleans fan. What a night to be a New Orleans fan, y'all. Hopefully there are better things to come for the Saints. We are 3-5. And let me tell you something. All the people that gave up, suck it.
Hey, man. Who that baby and hoop that doggone Zion is back, man. We waiting on Brandon Ingram. And look, the Saints got a dub today, baby. The Saints got a dub today.
Mike Thomas, what you got to say before I hit the bell?
I'm just happy, man.
That's great, man.
Both our teams won, both the Pelicans, the Saints. And I think we played a complete game finally.
Please subscribe, Michael. So don't be no stranger. We be here every weekend.
I've been watching this channel.
Oh wow, thank you, brother.
Yeah,
that's great. Like I said, man, if you got anybody else, man, tell them come on, man. I know I'm glad that you got to experience it. So I hope you had a good experience and everything on here and everything.
Yeah, we about as raw as you go, Mike. We about raw.
Same thing with Hooli. I hope he had a good experience and everything too. But if you got anybody else that likes sports and stuff like that, tell them to come on, and subscribe to the podcast, man. Tell them if they got anything they want to say, let them know they can come on in here.
All right.
Yeah, we are. A lot of people don't even know we here. Okay, they don't even know we in existence. So please share the channel. Like Hootie came over here and he said, "I didn't even know y'all was here." Right. A lot of people don't know that we're doing this. Okay, so we the new people on a block. Okay, one thing about us. We are open to the public. We letting everybody on. So that's the difference with us, okay?
Right.
Other people not gonna do what we doing, you know what I'm saying? So they're gonna make it about themselves. We all about the fans. We are the channel of the fans, Mike.
The good thing about us Saints fans is we like me, I search for like all kind of like Saints podcasts.
Right.
Yeah. Like I talk.
Man, that's awesome. I'm glad that we got Saints fans.
I'm like that too. I subscribe to
that
all
support
Saints
each other. I like the support, from Saints fans like that, man. I appreciate that, Michael Thomas. Like I used to didn't think that we had those anymore, So they got so many people out there today that get jealous, and
they all about themselves, competition and money.
Right. They want
we about the
competition.
fans.
Right, so that's good, man. I'm glad that we was able to, go ahead and give you, some entertainment and everything, man, and have you, talk about your team, man. So that's awesome.
Yes,
well, Edie, what you think? We coming up. Who we play? We play the Baltimore Ravens Monday night.
Yeah, we playing the Ravens.
So are we gonna do Wednesday?
We're gonna do Wednesday. I guess we can go ahead and do Wednesday evening. And we'll go ahead and we'll talk about what's going on with the injury.
No, we're gonna have to do Sunday. We still gonna have to do Sunday.
Most definitely.
No, we're gonna have to do Monday night. We got to do Monday.
Yeah, we gotta do Monday night because they're doing. We're gonna be on Monday night.
What you think about Monday? About 5 o'clock, something like that.
Just do like we've been doing. Do
5 o'clock.
Do 5:45.
5:40. 6 o'clock.
Because it started at like 7:15, so do like you can do 6 o'clock.
Yeah, 6 o'clock. We'll do an hour show. We ain't gonna do Sunday. We just gonna do go into Monday.
Yeah, we just do Monday. Every game day we just do it on a day like we did Thursday night. So we'll be ready Monday night.
All right. Love you guys. Today is senior week for my son Xavier Gagne for the Hancock Hawks. This is his final game at home. He has senior weekend. He's going to be doing his thing. He's ready to cross the line as a senior for Hancock for the Hancock Hawks. So I got to walk down the aisle with my son as I did with this one right here, and I did with the second one. We got me and my wife. We got to walk down with him. So congratulations to Xavier Gagne, and then next year Christophe Gagne. So right now. We would like to thank you guys for all the support that you guys have given us. And we're going to grow. We started from scratch. We didn't do like other people have done, measure their stuff up with Facebook and all this other. We actually got all our subscribers from scratch. So we like to thank you guys. Thank the host. The host is right there. I'm not the host. I'm the co-host. So all shout out to EJ for making this thing happen. He's the reason why we have the Baddest Sports Show podcast. So,
like I said,
shout out to Larry and this brother Larry, man.
Yeah, big Larry, man.
Yeah, big Larry makes it all happen.
He's part of the original Fearsome Foursome.
Yeah,
So
Hump. Much love to Hump, man. Hump was too drunk. He passed out, but. It is what it is. And shout out to Nas, one of our Lord.
Like I said, man, we do this for the fans, man. Like more than anything, we do this for y'all, man. We love y'all out there. And shout out to my Hancock Hawks out there, man. Shout out to my little brother Xavier Gagne and Christophe Gagne, number 41 and 31 out there, man. I'm gonna see if I could go ahead and make it out to y'all senior night over there, Xavier and everything. But y'all, they just made the playoffs, so I'm so proud of them out there in Hancock County, Mississippi, man. So I'm proud of that and everything. But like I said, man, we gonna close this out, and man, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday, man. And poke your chest out on Monday night. Y'all got a victory Monday. You can go in your job.
Man, it's a whole new ball game now.
Go in your job feeling good now. Tell them who that, and tell them hoop that, baby.
Fact.